Let's see what happens. We are live, it says.
Oh, hello everyone.
Hello. Welcome to Three Men and a Monkey Lizard.
That's right.
Looks like I just got a notification. Let me see.
I'm watching a commercial right now.
Perfect.
So you're gonna get paid.
Perfecto. All right, so we're in. Okay, and let's see who joins us today, because I know it's been a long day for a lot of people. We got to see Hasbro Fan Fest. I seen Salacious Rum, so I actually watched it with him and Darth Mark over on his channel.
Yeah, how did that go?
That was fun.
That was a slog.
We got Oakhurst Studios in the chat.
4 hours.
Was there.
4 hours. 4 hours that was.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. So I'm in the chat.
It's an expensive day again. Expensive day.
Red Ranger is in the chat, so there we go.
Hey, Chris.
Hello, Chris.
In there?
Running.
How you doing, Chris?
Boba's Bounty was in the chat a couple days ago. So,
there he is.
And we have Boba Fett was in here at 3:45.
Nice.
And we've got a dude's nerdery in the house.
Hey guys, what's up?
Same old. I pretty much was trying to do my display today, but it's a mess right now, and I have too many LED lights going on. So,
hey, Josh.
So yeah, we've got Red Ranger, Chris in the house. We've got Josh Whalen in the house.
Hello, Mr. Josh.
And we've got OT. He says,
"Hey,
high up the monkey lizards."
That's right. That's right.
We know the slogan around here and all over Twitter and YouTube, which is monkey lizards are not for spit roasting. They are endangered.
That's right. We're special.
So Boba Fett is definitely here. Definitely a very cool guy. Boba Fett, if you haven't subscribed to these guys' channel, hopefully somebody can post some links if somebody comes in here soon. And if not, I will go ahead and make some moderators. Looks like we got Smuggler's Canyon in the house. He says, good evening, guys. Great to see you. Managed to have any British sausage this week? So, no, I haven't.
Oh, I've had plenty. I've had plenty.
You're gonna start right off with the food.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just brilliant. And we've got Gavin in the house. He says, hey, gents.
Hi, Mr. Gavin. Yeah, Mr. Smuggler, it's been a proper sausage party every morning around here. We've been having cooked sausages every morning.
All right. So I'll tell you what. If we can get 30 people in the chat, I will do a giveaway for probably a Black Series or Vintage Collection, something Star Wars. But we're going to have to get 30 people in this chat somehow.
Well, we probably should have advertised that one. We would have got loads.
Yeah, we could.
It's a surprise.
Surprise. Yeah, it'll be a surprise. And if we can get 100 people in the chat, should I do the Captain Rex?
I thought you were going to give away that Play Art Sky.
Yeah, which is sweet. Anyway, if we could kindly have our Bob Rum maybe do our introduction, because he's so perfect at it.
Okay. Yeah, but I haven't got. I haven't got the banners, so I can't remember.
A lot of excuses.
All right. Okay. Well, I'll try and make it up from the spot. So, all right then. In the top left-hand corner, we've got the short video sensei himself, Mr. Sean Solo 8. Say hello, Sean.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for joining us on our channel today. Definitely appreciate that.
And in the top right-hand corner, well, I know of him as our very own resident DJ Oakenfold, but he doesn't really know who that is. But he is the best Hulk smasher around. He is from Oakhurst Studios. Hey, Vern.
Hey, Vern. Know what I mean?
Nice. And then we have got our own dude. He's the dude. That's what you call him. If you're into the whole brevity thing, say hello, dude.
Hello, guys. Thanks for hanging out.
And I am the leader of the Quackian Monkey Lizard Army. I'm Salacious Rum. Hi, everyone.
All
Oh,
right,
you're leaving
and
me.
of course,
You're leaving me hanging. You free. You're leaving me hanging.
well, I definitely
We didn't know
appreciate
you were
that,
done.
Mr. Rum, because it takes me a long time to edit a video. I can never say a straight sentence, so I definitely appreciate everybody in the chat. But it looks like there's a few people in here. Brian Pena. Hey, what's up, Brian?
Brian.
Thanks for joining
Hi,
us.
Brian. Oh, yeah.
And we've got Die for Lee 987. That's a new face. I haven't seen him around.
Welcome to the
Same
chat.
with Brian. Yeah, same with Brian. Definitely make sure you subscribe to all these guys here on the channel, guys, because everybody's got some amazing content. We all know Vader's girl from Twitter. She should definitely start her own little YouTube channel.
For sure.
And Optic Racer, I see him on everybody's YouTube channel. So he loves action figures, I know for sure. So if you haven't checked out these guys' channel, definitely do that, Optic Racer. We've got Josh Anderson. Do we have any moderators in the house that could maybe post some links in chat? Would be pretty cool too. And
have you set any? Have you set any?
I did previously, so we should have about 5. But you know who it is? It's Apprentice Ewok. And but when somebody pops in,
Red Ranger Chris is there.
Okay. All right. So I did do a little quick banner. Maybe we can quickly go over this, and Vern is going to help me out because I'm not on a PC, guys. I am on an iPad, and I'm trying to do the best I can. So we're going to talk about Hasbro Pulse Fan Fest. Who here got to see that today?
Yeah. Really enjoyed it.
Yep. So I know Salacious Rum got to check it out. How about you, dude? Did you get to see it?
I just saw a little bit of the. I had it on mute, but saw the Star Wars and saw the Black Series and the Marvel Legends portion, and then promptly ordered a bunch of items. I started really getting into it with Marvel Legends, but I did catch some of the G.I. Joe.
Yeah, and that movie's coming out soon. They brought that forward, the Snake Eyes movie, to June now. I think it's coming out.
Yeah, so I actually was digging the G.I. Joe. I think they knocked it out of the park. I don't know if you saw the comments on the show. Vern, you want to pop through some of the G.I. Joe and
let's
and tell us what you maybe pre-ordered? Because I didn't pre-order any.
I do like so when I click on this, it's going to show like the pre-orders. I didn't know how to get to the page where it just shows the stuff about the figures, but these were the 5 figures. Well, you know what's kind of interesting about the G.I. Joe is that they actually let me before we do this, I'm going to show. Let's see if they have this other G.I. Joe line. It was somewhere, right? They announced another G.I. Joe line, and it seemed like it was like for kids,
like Galaxy of Adventures type things. But they had articulation. Just go ahead and click right there. Maybe it'll pop you in there.
All right. So they're 6-inch, but they didn't seem like they had a lot of articulation. But the accessories look kind of cool on them, and it seemed like you could mix and match. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Are they showing up right there at all?
No, probably on page 2. But here's the new ones, right? So you had the Akiko, the new Scarlet from the movie, and the new Baroness. And then, of course, you got Snake Eyes, which has the head sculpt of the Henry Golding. And then you had the Storm Shadow, which also has like the head sculpt of the actor, who I'm not 100% sure who that was going to be. Look at the Baroness is sold out, right? I'm guessing that's
already.
Yeah. Well, if you're collecting G.I. Joe Classifieds, the only way to get a Baroness figure before this was to have that one from Target, the Target exclusive that came with the little coil. And it was so hard to find that I think people are buying this one just to fill into their collection.
Yeah.
So they can have a Baroness. But
I know if I would have seen either on the shelf, I would have picked either of them up. And if I see this one on the shelf, I'll pick it up too. But that's going to be a rare sighting.
Yeah, so that one actually looks pretty cool. The new Scarlet, I think, looks way better than the one they released in the classified line that was based on that cartoon. And this character, to me, is, it's going to be like a must for me.
I don't think they showed her. I don't remember them showing
Yeah.
her.
They
Yeah,
actually
they
show
kinda-
some pretty cool photography with them in some poses.
Yeah.
But I can't show none of that stuff, unfortunately, guys. I will upgrade eventually, so bear with us. We'll be upgraded.
Well, let me click on it and see, like, because I think
yeah,
this
there you
is
go. It
what
might
they
show
did.
some stuff there. There you go. Yeah, see
Yeah.
how wicked that looks? And it has one of her like doing some sort of martial art. Yeah, look at that. That is
Yeah.
crazy cool.
I do not remember them showing her at all.
Yeah, she kind of
Yeah.
got the tail end of the story.
Yeah.
So let's look at the. This is what I expected
There you
from
go.
the
Look at
Storm
that.
Shadow when they released it for the classified line, the regular one. But instead, they did the snow guy. Even though all the other figures were going to either be on Cobra Island or just in their regular getup, they decided to make the Storm Shadow or whatever the winter one. I thought that was kind of crazy. But did you see the actor opening up his figure?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I actually thought he did a good job,
Yeah.
and he comes across as a really nice guy. I think I've seen him in one other film. He appeared alongside what's the British actor that was in Solo? Amelia Clarke. She
Yeah.
appeared
Oh, yeah.
alongside Amelia Clarke in like a rom-com. But he seems like a cool dude. I think he's British.
I think you're correct.
Yeah,
I
see,
think
look at
he's
that
British.
figure too.
Yeah. This is, to me, this one's going to be way better than the regular Baroness figure. I already think it just looks way better.
At least he put a bit of enthusiasm into his unboxing. I thought so.
He did, yeah.
Yeah, fair play to him. I thought he did all right.
And I think this Scarlet
Ooh,
looks
look
way
at
better
that.
than the other one. Yeah,
Yeah.
this looks fantastic.
Yeah. See, they confused me because at the very start of the FanFest, they showed the cheaper versions of the 6-inch figures,
Yes.
which
Oh my
totally
gosh.
put me off, and they were terrible. Oh, the bikes were anyway. The figures were okay, but the bikes were terrible. And
But
then
when
they
you
did
see
these
those,
afterwards.
yeah, when you see those figures up close, I think they're going to be. I think the Marvel has like a 6-inch line of figures that are like a little bit cheaper. They don't have the same articulation as the Legends, and they're made for like kids. Like hold on a second. I'm going to leave this up, but I have to put myself on mute. Hold on.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically he was saying there is a cheaper, less articulate, like a five POA line, but a 6-inch, and they were the ones they showed first on the FanFest, and that really put me out because I was like, what are we looking at here? But yeah, and then they did the movie line afterwards, so. It's a shame. It's a shame actually that they don't have the trailer for the movie because I think that might get people more hyped if they show the trailer and then start showing the figures. But
Yeah.
presumably they haven't got the trailer ready yet. Has there been any trailers for this Snake Eyes movie? I can't recall seeing one.
I haven't seen any. All I've seen is Mortal Kombat, and that
Yeah.
looks pretty cool.
And the movie's coming out on June 29th now, so they need to get a shift on with the trailer.
Oh, is it June 20? For some reason I thought it was October.
It was, but they announced today in the FanFest that they were bringing it forward to June.
Nice.
So,
Nope, I missed that. But I did not order the Snake Eyes or the Storm Shadow. And I probably regret it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you will. You will.
I know.
You will.
Can you order a case of those? That's what I would do if I were you, Vern.
No,
You know you're going to want them all.
I went to Entertainment Earth and stuff, and they didn't have the wave for those figures available yet. They had them just as singles. So I didn't. All right. So what do we want to? I'm going to back out of that.
I want to try to put
G.I.
that
Joe.
thing back on the screen again. There we go.
Okay,
all right.
So,
let's go ahead and hop over to Black Series because I'm sure that's what most people are here to see.
All right. So here's the Black Series they announced.
Overall thoughts?
Overall, I already ordered the entire wave. It was an instant purchase for me.
Yeah, me too. Me too, man.
Look at that.
Aura
Costa Rica
Sings.
sold out.
Yeah. Oh wow. They did
No way.
not show. They hardly showed her in the show today. They literally had her on screen for like 15 seconds, and then they moved
Oh
on.
yeah. Can you
It was
click on her
crazy.
then, Vern, and see if we
That was
got
all
any like
they-
cool
Yeah.
promo shots?
I'm
That was
sorry?
all they needed, though.
Can you
Which
click
one?
on her and see if they
For
got
Aura
any
Singh,
No, but I
shots?
still haven't seen
basically
any
all they-
pictures of her.
All they needed to do was just say there's an Aura Singh Black Series, and it was sold
Yeah.
out.
See you later, Boba
Yeah.
Fett. Thanks for joining us.
See you, Boba.
So,
Oh, she
so
looks
here's
cool. She looks very cool.
so here's what I'm
Yeah.
kind of worried about or thinking about. I think this is going to be Bo-Katan with just a different head,
Yeah, maybe.
and the paint,
Yeah.
like the chest piece is painted blue instead of silver. But I'm pretty sure if I put my figure up next to a picture of that, well, I'm doing it now. I think
Not
it's-
all of us have our Bo-Katan figures, Fern. You gotta
Oh,
be
are you
sensitive
kidding?
to
You
that.
still don't have yours?
No,
No,
I
Come
don't.
on,
I
I'm
don't.
so sorry.
I
I
still
don't
don't
have mine.
have.
Yeah.
That
I
is
still don't have
crazy.
one Bad Batch figure. I don't have
Oh,
Ventress,
my
and I don't.
gosh.
And I ordered the case from Big Bad Toy Store, and none of them have showed up yet.
That is
mean-
ridiculous.
If you look
Yep.
at the figure, it's to me
Looks
exactly
similar.
the same figure, except for
Yeah, it's
the
a different
head.
paint job.
Yeah. Well, they're pretty similar builds, I think. You know.
And show the shins real quick. Let's see the legs. Yep.
They look similar.
right.
Yeah, they look similar.
Yeah,
I think that she's supposed to be a little shorter too. So
Oh, is
Right?
she?
isn't
I like
she a
that
little shorter than the
I like
Katie?
that bright blue armor though. I think that's
Yeah, it
pretty
does look
slim.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
the
think that
paint
looks
jobs look
really
good for
cool.
sure.
I like the way her helmet looks too. Does she have the same helmet as Bo-Katan?
No, the helmet's a little bit different.
Helmet?
Well,
Okay, yeah,
no, you know, it might be the same helmet, just painted differently
just painted different.
because it doesn't have the owl logos on
Mhm.
the top. But
Yeah, it looks similar. But
Yeah,
the
I think
paint
it
is so different. I mean, you can get
Yeah.
away with it
Yeah.
because it is so distinguished.
and then the head sculpt looks fantastic, right? It's
Yeah.
their standard.
Beautiful.
They do a really good job on the heads.
hmm
So I mean, I think I ordered a couple from GameStop and I ordered it from Target just to see what happens.
See what happens.
Like
Yeah.
who's going to get it to me first, right?
Yeah.
So what do we think about Lando?
I think
Lando
that's
looks
pretty
awesome,
amazing.
man.
Yeah, he's
His
cool.
face sculpt looks great too.
It reminds me of the Luke Skywalker Dagobah training, the body mold.
Mhm.
It's that all new articulation that they're
Oh,
going
yeah,
for on
yeah.
that one.
can
I
see
just
it.
I just don't understand their release strategy because shouldn't they be bringing out this is from Return of the Jedi, so isn't the Return of the Jedi anniversary in a couple of years? Shouldn't they
Yeah,
be focusing on Empire now? I don't really get.
Well, they're making these figures now so they can release them on card in a
Mhm.
couple years, so they can double their money on each figure.
Of course, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Because there's a lot of idiots that will buy them just because the card.
Yeah, you're looking at one here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know who those idiots
That's why
would
I
be, but
laughed.
there's definitely
Yeah.
idiots that'll be buying them and keeping
Yeah.
them on
Yeah.
card.
Wait, let me
That's
look at our
great.
live stream video. Yeah, I see 4 of them here.
I'll put my hand up for that. Yeah.
So yeah, I ordered,
Yeah.
but Aura Singh was an instant order. I mean, she
Yeah.
looks so cool, man.
Yeah, that
Badassery,
is amazing.
badassery.
Absolutely.
I haven't seen her in pack yet. What's the packaging like? I've not seen her in. Okay. Oh, Clone Wars. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet.
Very
Absolutely
cool.
awesome.
Look at that large, and then they did her fully large sniper rifle.
Yeah.
I wonder if
That
that's
is
like
a
reuse
massive
of a
weapon.
body or if that's all
And they made,
new.
if you look at her hands, this was the thing I saw. I wasn't listening, but I was just watching it kind of in the background
Yeah.
while I was working today. But her hands are like scale accurate because I guess her species has really long fingers. So if you look at the way she's gripping the rifle, looks like they actually put thought into how she
Man,
holds it,
yeah, look at that.
which
That
is
looks
really
sweet.
cool. Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that looks good. Yeah.
yeah.
I
That
wonder
was
if it's the Asajj Ventress head. It almost looks like. It's kind of
Oh.
weird.
Again, I wouldn't know.
Oh yeah, that sucks so bad. I had no idea you didn't have those yet.
Well, hold on.
Oh, good. You've got yours. Perfect.
Yeah. But let's have a look here. Let me put Vern up here.
Is that the same?
Oh, there we go.
I don't think
Still
so.
technically.
I think it looks different. Yeah.
The cheeks
With a different paint.
Yeah, she's got a totally different face sculpt there.
Yeah, it could totally just be the way they do the paint. Because I mean, really,
Marvel has that habit.
If you look at like
all
figures,
the women
like
are supposedly have the same face. But
this is like
hair.
this is the Return of the Jedi head that was underneath the helmet. I painted it, and I'm not showing my head again, but like with paint, it does look totally different than without paint.
Well, yeah. I think we all want Vern's head.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. All right. Well, we all agree that she is absolutely phenomenal. Now, what about this dude right here?
Yeah, I was wondering whether it was a Forlom remold, but it's not. He's got slightly bigger, different eyes. So he is different to Forlom.
Mm-hmm. I grabbed him. It's just another cool Star Wars figure. I think he's one of those. If you don't grab it, your Mandalorian section will feel incomplete. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't mind a figure. You know, I was hoping with all the good Mando figure or characters we'd get one of the Bobas or Cobb Vance or something like that. But
right.
I think that's a cool pickup. I'm excited to grab them.
I think those Boba Fett's are going to be. I think the Boba Fett's are going to be like later in the year, just because they got the Book of Boba Fett coming out.
Yeah, they'll probably coordinate it that way.
Yeah, they're saving something for the release. And then
Cobb Vance, they could have done a Cobb Vance though. That would have been a cool one to have.
They could have. What about this guy?
He's cool.
So this is the thing: is as someone who doesn't have his Bad Batch figures yet, but isn't that a totally different outfit than the other ones?
Yeah, they're all different. Yeah, they're all different.
Now,
isn't that like way different? But doesn't that look? I thought the other ones were more like black and dark gray. That looks like white.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh, because you know what? I've seen the trailer like 20 times now, but initially they're white in their training, and then I guess they turn to black. So, man, maybe they'll be repacking the Bad Batch.
Interesting. So I wonder if this is some kind of like spoiler, or because it doesn't make sense for one not to be matching the others.
Yep, you're right. Yep.
Because Wrecker's the big one, right? Wrecker's the big one. He doesn't come out for a while, but he's like dark gray and black too, isn't he?
Yeah. And then not only that, I heard there's 22 episodes there's going to be. So they are not playing around with this TV show. So
22 episodes. What, in the first season?
Yeah. Yep.
Really? Wow.
On Twitter. Unless it was like a retweet of an April Fool's joke. But I'm pretty positive. Yeah, I saw like 22 episodes.
That's a big
season 1.
I know the first episode is 70 minutes long.
Yeah, but if you think about it, Disney can just crank these out, and get subscribers.
All right. Let's see what else. You guys want to talk about the helmet?
I don't know. Anybody in chat want to hear about the helmet?
Is Luke in the chat from Reynolds? Is he? Are you buying? Are you here? Are you buying the helmet?
See, they don't think about Monkey Lizard's no ear slots again. I'm not buying it.
And I'm almost trying to figure out, like, okay, so wedge helmet, but what happened to? I think they should have just went with like the pilot from The Mandalorian or something like that, or even preempted that new show Rogue Squadron.
Yeah.
Right. But that's just me.
Yeah,
all right.
Let's
touch
on
the helmet collection. Looks cool.
Yeah. Now I know Dude's Nerdery is totally going to tune out on this, but we got your brain coming up on Marvel here in a minute. So let's click on that vintage collection there.
Want to talk about this guy?
I like these new cards, I have to say.
Yeah. But again, they used it's a repack of the old droid, because you can see he doesn't hold his gun well. And how they have him holding the dual wielding there is just, you have to twist his arm. See how they have him posing there? He just can't do crap, that droid.
I mean, I've already got so many droid figures and the droid carrier, and so I don't need any more of the figures. But the card back looks quality, and I love they've got the Battlefront 2 logo. The Battlefront 2 logo on there is cool.
Yep. Absolutely amazing. I'm definitely going to pick at least one up for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll move on to
Are these
the
enough
gaming
to
grid.
tempt the dude yet? But that looks sick. You can't deny it, man.
Yeah,
That
this
right
is a,
there is off
again.
the
This
hook.
isn't. This is a reissue because I've got a few of these back when they did Force Unleashed on. I think it was Legacy cards or
Mm-hmm.
Clone Wars cards. It was years ago, but these are dope figures, and the
Yeah.
translucent blue is awesome when you shine a light on it.
Yeah.
I almost think
These
that translucent on here looks a little bit better than the one on the Black Series, just by the pictures. But I haven't seen one in person, so I couldn't tell you for sure.
Yeah,
That's
It's a cool
another
Black
instant
Series figure.
purchase.
yeah, and look at the
Yeah.
card.
Black Series figure.
That card is awesome. I love
Yeah.
the Force Unleashed so much. That is such a cool card.
Yeah, that is unbelievable.
That's going in a critic case. That is. That's just looks the bomb.
Yep. Yep.
All right, another gaming grades here.
Yeah, that's going to fly off the shelves too, but I may
Right.
pass on that one.
So if you guys already have the Black Series version, do you get the TVC version just to have it in the card, or do
Yeah.
you take them out, or what? Like,
I got mine to take
what's
them out. My new upper shelf, I'm just doing
Mhm.
strictly TVC. And it's going to look dope, but yeah, I'll open both.
Yeah, I
So-
keep mine all on card, dude. All the TVC figures.
Mhm.
I just think that you buy them for the cards. Sean, unboxing them. Oh,
Yeah.
anxiety,
Yeah, I don't mind,
anxiety,
you know. I
anxiety.
don't mind.
If you get
Some
two,
of 'em I
it's cool.
keep. Yeah, like
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah, yeah.
Aphra and like that one we just seen with the Stormtrooper. Holy crap, that's an amazing card. That one you want to keep on card. For sure.
But we all collect differently, so it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, Han, they briefly just flicked through too. I don't know if that's a repack. I'll have to watch Boss Bounty's video later today.
Yeah, I feel like I've got versions of this figure already.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
It looks like an instant purchase to me. Look at holy crap!
Sculpt's
What
good.
is that? That was hideous, man.
He's got high cheekbones
Right.
there. Look.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. That is
All right,
madness.
We're out of there. What about this guy?
Yeah. Let's move on. Of course.
The guards.
This
They've
one,
done so many
whose is
guards
that?
now.
Yeah. I don't have.
He's
one.
got a head
I knew
underneath it though, which I was surprised.
Oh
at.
yeah, that's right, huh?
Actually I don't know who
Oh,
it is.
look at that.
Oh, that looks
Oh, yeah.
really cool.
Like, who's
Yeah,
that
it
guy?
does.
Is that
can
the
you
guy
imagine
that was
it's
moderating the panel?
3.75. You know, it's craziness.
Dude, that's really cool.
Yeah. That's the future, man, of toys. I mean, we are in for a treat. It's crazy. And that Transformer.
So that one
today, you guys see that?
transformed. Dude,
Yeah.
that's so cool. So that figure is a 2-in-1. That's pretty sweet, man.
I hadn't
Yeah.
appreciated that actually.
Yeah.
Is it a cloth cape or a hard cape? Looks like it's cloth.
This is cloth, it looks like. And
Yeah.
then he's got this tail piece that's a cloth.
Oh, he's
So-
cool. He's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we've had a lot
Mm-hmm.
of guards lately. We had 5 PO8 guards in the last Jedi line, but he looks like a level up.
Yeah. Yeah. Now this right here, I wonder if that's just like a shrunken or a repack or a shrunken Black Series.
That's a repack, I think.
Yeah.
He looks cool. It's a trap. Sorry.
And they're already putting out their Return of the Jedi. What about this guy?
Oh, I just can't.
Oh.
I can't get excited by these.
Yeah, you know, this one actually excited me, and everyone else in the chat was moaning and complaining. But
Yeah, I was
that is
moaning.
pretty cool.
His shoulders,
that's pretty badass.
his shoulder pads look a bit weird.
Oh, Brandon's in the
headscarf looks
house.
good.
Vader's Girl, Sleeping Collectibles. Welcome everybody that joined in recently. Definitely appreciate everybody here.
I do like that. The headscarf looks good.
Yeah, I thought it was
And
cool.
then, is that
Is
the
that
last
Rex
one?
available, or what is that?
It's a pre-order.
Okay. Yeah, people
That
might
was-
want to jump in on that.
That wasn't announced today, but
No, so I think that was it. Oh, and then the X-Wing, which I know there's
Yeah.
a lot of people excited about the X-Wing.
Well,
Is
the
that on?
figure,
yeah.
the figure for sure. Merrick is a cool figure. I just want the figure because I've got so many bloody X-wings,
Yeah.
and I've got a blue X-wing film. I think it might have been the Force Awakens one. I know, which is slightly different, but Merrick, the figure. Hopefully, they'll probably re-release Merrick on a card later date. They normally do.
Yeah, let's go ahead and pop into Legends there, and we'll see what the dude ended up pre-ordering.
Dude, did you get the Doctor Strange Eye of Agamotto?
Yeah.
I didn't. I don't collect any of the props or anything like that, but I thought that looked really cool, and it was neat how the Infinity Stone is removable and then lights up for a little bit even after you take it out. I thought that was pretty cool. But I don't. Do you guys collect any of the like props or replicas? I don't have any.
I have a lightsaber.
Yeah, I've got some cheap lightsabers and stuff like that.
Got a few monkey lizards.
Yeah.
Look at Thor's already sold out.
Oh, dude,
yeah,
I have
Thor.
The dude Thor with Stormbreaker and Mjolnir, and then they're glowing. Holy cow, dude! I ordered 2 of those.
Yeah,
I couldn't order that fast enough.
We were thinking of you when this came out. I was like, that is basically the dude Thor. I mean, that is the Thor straight out of Big Lebowski. He's so cool.
That is dude Thor, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah. That is awesome. Now I just desperately need Worthy Cap to create that final endgame battle scene where where the 3 of them walk in real slow like that. So hopefully someday we get another Worthy Cap that isn't a Walmart exclusive.
He needs a white Russian in his hand.
Yeah, that does look awesome.
Look, I mean, the hair, cool. the face. I mean, you have Mjolnir, Stormbreaker, and then you have the lightning effect on top of it. It's just, that thing is so cool. Like that was the best thing I saw today out of everything I saw.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I think so too, man.
Yeah,
super cool. I wish they would make like a teenage Groot and a rocket to go with him. That would be sweet.
That'd
just
be cool
like in Endgame where he jumped down. Was that Endgame or was that when they're in Wakanda?
Wakanda was Infinity War. Yeah, Dark Star. Dude, pulled right from the 90s X-Men. I mean, if you go, I have the 90s X-Men book, and it looks just like the concept art from the show. It's such a cool figure. I mean, the hair, the face. I mean, uniform is plain, but I think they nailed that figure, man. I'm pretty excited for her.
Yeah. That head on this really makes the figure.
Yeah, she's definitely going to go right into my 90s X-Men display. And then the build of Ursa Major build a figure is so cool. That thing looks awesome.
Look at him, dude. Look at him. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yep, I can't wait to see those videos. Now Ultron, that was another cool one for me. That looks really cool too.
So Ironheart looks really cool, and her face sculpt is sweet. It looks just like the comic. Yeah, dude, they did an awesome job on her face sculpt. Looking. Actually, I think Ironheart, even though it's probably it definitely skews to a younger demographic, it's a really good comic book. I enjoy reading it, and then this comes from when Tony Stark dies, but becomes her AI. So he's basically like her Jarvis or Friday. So it's actually pretty humorous with him being a hologram. But dude, her face sculpt is amazing. That figure looks great. So anyone else pre-order her? I totally grabbed her.
No, I haven't touched any of the Marvel yet.
Yeah, I was just going after some of the Black Series and those G.I. Joes right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like I keep getting burned on these Marvel Legends where I pre-order them and then they're just sitting there on the shelf in the store.
Yeah, I've had luck locally too finding them. That right there, I think I need to pre-order one of those.
Some like Ultron and I would definitely pre-order Ultron. And then he's got that cool like mouth effect right there. That's what really, because the figure is pretty plain, but that's what really sells the whole figure is that mouth effect.
Yeah, that is sick.
Yeah, I think that's one. If you don't get it, there'll be some buyer's remorse for sure.
Yeah, it is amazing, and that'll be like something you'll put at the front of your display. Apart from you have those amazing stands in your display. You can put them anywhere, make them look cool.
Dude,
that's pretty dope. What do you think of that? Dude?
Oh my God, the holographic Tony Stark is so cool. It's pulled right from that comic run, and I got a kick out of him. Because just think of Tony Stark as your AI. I mean, it's kind of it's actually he doesn't always give the best advice, so.
does
That
look
is
sweet.
such a cool mold. Like I would like that mold in a. I'm wondering if that's already a mold from an MCU figure, because it doesn't look like any of the comic book figures. That looks more like an MCU Iron Man. But that
Mhm.
mold looks incredible of him. They just you can see all the detail on it. I can't wait to actually get that out and shine a
That's
light on
what
it.
blows my mind. Why can't they give us one of those painted? You know?
Yeah, I would love it. Does it looks just like an MCU? I can
Yeah.
grab one because the
Oh, if you have
MCU
one that looks
versus
like that, I need to know what it is, and I'll buy it on eBay probably.
because the MCU figures are way more detailed than the comic book, especially the Iron Man figures.
Mhm.
Grab. So I got them all in a. My MCU figures are in a bin here. I got 2 Iron Man down here.
Here, I want to throw
So
you up on the
I don't
screen
have an
here.
MCU. I don't have an MCU display yet. So, but I mean, you can see all the details. So this one
Oh
is
man,
yeah.
that's
You
beautiful.
can't beat the MCU Iron Man. I mean, and then here's
See,
another
that's
one.
awesome too.
Yeah, this is the Infinity War one. So this one actually has like it's at the beginning of Infinity War when they're in New York, and he has like all the power
Right.
surge come out behind him, and then he
Oh
does. So
yeah,
this has like a attachment that goes in back, and then you can see like he's got his blasters here. But yeah, I mean, you like the MCU Iron Man figures are just incredible with the detail. This is
yeah.
probably my favorite one because you have all the gold and silver with the red.
That's from
This is Endgame.
Endgame.
Yeah. And this is Infinity War, and then this is Endgame. So, and again, not to knock the Legends comic book Iron Man figures, those are really cool too. But there's just in general, MCU figures have more detail than the comic book ones. But but the hologram one is from the comics, but that looks like an MCU figure. So I
think so.
I jumped all over that.
Yeah. Maybe we can get a good
Oh,
Iron Man video from you, dude, with history and your comic book things that you do in your videos.
that would be fun.
Everybody that watches this video, definitely you want to subscribe to A Dude's Nerdery. I'll be putting a link in the description below for everybody here. So,
Thank you, bud. So
but maybe we can do that.
This Iron Man is a repaint from the War Machine Iron Man 2020, and then the other Iron Man that they put out last year. But like, I had to buy it because one, you get Tony Stark's face sculpt with it, but look at the color of that stealth suit. There's like nothing like that. Oh, Vern's, yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, there's the comic one. Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like it's the same mold, but that paint color is so cool. And then you have the red blast accessories. So, and then you have that Tony Stark, that classic, mustache Tony Stark face sculpt. That looks so cool, man.
Yeah.
It's literally the same figure. I already have 3 of those, but it's just such a cool paint job with his face sculpt. I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah, I need to get that. That's for sure. That's sweet.
It looks even cooler with the red blast effects with that.
Oh, let's see. There you go.
Yeah, dude, that figure's so cool. I mean, they're like, I know how we can get them to buy the same figure for the 4th time.
All right. All right. What about the guardsman, vault guardsman?
I didn't get him.
Oh,
like,
wow. He looks cool.
Yeah, he looks cool, but but then now I'm like, I ordered every other figure in the way but this one, so I'll basically have Ursa Major missing an arm if I don't buy this one. So
yeah, you.
Well, I think I'm going to put it up to the toy gods, and because I think this will be a peg warmer, and hopefully can just pick it up cheap.
So what's this new Spidey Josh Anderson's talking about? Is that the blue one?
It's a blue. It's like power. If you go down a second,
is.
show, but click the modular Iron Man first, and then we'll show that one. That new Spidey's pretty cool. Yeah. So this is cool. This is actually a new sculpt. I don't think I've seen the sculpt on an Iron Man. So this was an easy pre-order, but that is really really cool.
Yeah.
I love that one. That was super cool. And then you have the blue effect coming out of it. Yeah, look at all that gold, and then you have the like Superman crest for his arc reactor. That is so neat.
He's a bit bulkier, isn't he? He's got a bit more hench on him.
Yeah, it almost looks like it's like a tube top on top of like a bodybuilder.
Yeah, I still like that Endgame one. That just looks so sick.
Yep. And then if you scroll down, there's that new Spidey. And this is from like I think this was in like comic. This was like an alternate suit in the comics, but it's the same Spidey suit as we got last year, just alternate colors. But I pre-ordered it because it's on the retro cards, and I'm being a completionist for these cards, so I want one of each figure because I love those retro cards so much.
Are you opening those?
No, well, yes and no. So there's a handful where I bought 2, so I could open them. So Kingpin, Spidey, Mysterio, Green Goblin, and J. Jonah Jameson. I bought 2 of each, but the rest, just one of each, and I'm keeping them in card.
It's just such a crazy figure.
It's really cool. Again, like if I wasn't being a completionist with getting all the retro cards, I don't think I would have purchased it. But I'm being a completionist, so I had to get it. But it looks really cool.
Yeah, it does look really cool.
It does look
more
cool.
pictures. They know how to sell the sizzle, that's for sure. Now that 2-pack for Black Widow, I did pre-order that one.
This one?
Did you get that one?
Yeah, any of you guys get that?
No. No, I bought this guy separately.
That looks so sick, man.
And like just out of like spite, I'm not getting it because I already bought the original Red Guardian, which is nowhere near as good as this one. So
yeah, that is doing us dirty right there, for sure.
Yeah, that really was like pretty uncool to do that. So, if this ever goes on clearance or something, because I wouldn't mind getting a Rachel Weisz figure. But
I want the Rachel. I just want the Rachel.
Yeah, dude, that should have been a single pack. That's just so uncool doing a 2-pack with a figure we already bought, and especially for a movie we haven't even seen yet.
Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Paul? And what's up, Darth Mark?
Is this supposed to be a toy of him in the package?
Yeah.
Oh, look
I didn't notice that before.
Yeah,
that's
it is.
Awesome.
Because he's like, I think he's going to be like Russian Captain America.
Yeah,
that's just hilarious. Oh my gosh! All right,
that's
I
so
noticed
funny.
that before.
So, is that it for Marvel? They had the retro Marvels. I know Vern was excited about that Gray Hulk.
Yeah, show those.
Gosh, yeah, where are they?
Which I picked up 2 today when we do our little what you pick up this week.
Okay, let's see.
There
you
they
go.
Nope. Well, let's see. Are they going to show them?
There. You just, there you go.
Maybe not.
Yeah, see, they're not showing the Hulk. That's the ones that they came out today. Were they exclusives?
I'm not sure. I just know they had the Gray Hulk. They had a couple cool looking ones.
Yeah, they did have some cool ones, and I was like, the one I realized I didn't have was like a Electra.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, those look really cool.
This.
Yeah, I don't know. And then they had some foil cards. Was that new to this or?
Sean, you're making me dizzy.
I know.
No, that's me. All right, I can't find them.
All right. So is that it for FanFest? Should we move?
No.
Transformers.
Transformers.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
Oh my God! Did you see that Optimus Prime?
So who dropped 700 on Optimus Prime?
Yeah, not me.
Well, I was like, how much is this going to be? This has to be north of 300 because I just couldn't believe my eyes. I mean, yeah. If there's a video, I don't know if
I think there's a video.
There's one
on
of Kevin Smith. Yeah, online. He's.
Oh my!
Check it out. What's this?
Oh my God!
Yeah, watch this video.
This is just. Is this it?
Is this showing it transform?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's let it play out.
Yeah, it looks like one of Kevin Smith.
Let this play
Transformer
out.
Online.
This has got the right title, so. Man, this thing looks amazing. $700 is a lot.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Oh, look at this.
That is so cool. Oh my god.
And it does poses too, or
Yeah.
oh, you can use it with an app.
Oh, $700.
I'll be watching.
Why isn't this HasLab?
Yeah,
That would just make sense.
Dude, $700. I mean,
So at $700, they're gonna mass produce X amount, based on their market research or pre-orders. So
Yeah,
this
but
thing
look
is
at it.
this thing is bound to come down in price. This thing
Oh,
will
this
probably.
This is a
let's hope
remote
you're right.
control.
Yeah, it does everything. It does absolutely everything.
That is
this is like the
insanity. Look at
first step towards like battle bots, where you have
Yeah.
we could have robots fighting each other that are remote controlled.
How much do you think? Do you think this? How much do you think this will be a year into its release? Starting off at $700, will they still have them, and will it come down? It's bound to, isn't it? It's bound to come down. I'm asking this optimistically because I really want one, but I don't want to pay $700.
So all right, so let's throw out the 700 because I think we all think that's a bit steep. Like if you guys didn't know it was 700 and it was like a HasLab and they were showing it, what price would you expect, and then how much? What's the maximum you would pay for this?
$300.
Yeah.
I think it
Go
should
on,
be
Phil.
around $350. I think would be a good price point in a store, just because that's what they're charging for the Millennium Falcon.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you had seen them come out with that like talking Spider-Man thing from Spiro and those little BB-8s that would roll around in your kitchen and stuff like that, I think those were like $150 and they were like tiny. But I don't know. I mean, who's going to spend it?
Yeah. Actually, I got one of those BB-8s for my daughter. Those were like $100 for the BB-8, I think.
But I mean, and it just rolled around. This thing completely transforms, moves, has some voice controls. It's a remote control car, remote control robot, right? So it's got a lot of different features, but not $800.
And to be honest, the video we just watched was a CG rendering, and the actual
Is it?
the real video looks a lot more impressive. It looks a lot more impressive than that. I think that was a rendering.
I've seen this converting robot, car converting to a robot on like YouTube before, like maybe a year ago, but like out of Japan, like other types of robots that do the same type of thing where they convert to a car. So
What's up, Mr. Hernandez? Not quite sure how to say the first name. Husgar.
Hello, thanks for joining us. Yeah, man, that looked amazing. And they released another Omega Titan as well. And I've suddenly pivoted towards Transformers. I can't wait till we do pickups because I've got the biggest bloody Transformer you've ever seen to show. So, man, I'm really tempted by this Optimus. Please come down in price. I don't want to
what's next, Rum, when it comes to Transformers? Anything else that popped out at you?
They just had this one of the Omega Titans were those massive godlike Transformers that transform into like cities, and they released another one of those. They're like 25-inch Transformers. I'm not an aficionado on Transformers, so I can't remember the name of him, but I just like those massive robots, the Omega Titans, I think they're called.
So I'm just imagining this thing's like 19 inches. The Sentinel is what, like 29 inches?
Is that right? Yeah, possibly.
So you could pit the two against each other in like some action figure photography.
Yeah, well, I've got a 25-inch Omega Supreme next to me here, and my God, the box it came in was absolutely ridiculous. 140 quid.
Are we going to go through all the Transformers?
I really want a Sentinel now after watching that Marvel panel as well. Did any of you guys order a Sentinel?
I did.
I
The
most
dude
definitely
did.
did.
Oh,
You
Oh,
did too,
God, yeah.
Vern, you said?
Amiga
Yeah.
Supreme. Here you go.
Did you see the box? I don't know how I'm going to explain that.
I don't even care. It's gonna make me happy. Who cares?
That's not the Omega.
Oh no.
No. That's a little one.
Yeah, dude, that was so much fun with the Marvel panel, just seeing all the Sentinel updates.
There it
I
is.
cannot wait for it.
The gold one. Look, see the gold one. That's a big boy. That's a 25-incher. There you go. Boom.
Oh yeah.
And he transforms into the Ark, which is the ship. There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
That's the ship. That's the ship from the cartoon, and that's the iconic control center that they use. So that's what they crash. If you remember the cartoon, that's what they crash. They crash land in. I really want that. That will go right next to this one that I've got here. I think I'm entering the world of modern Transformers.
Yeah, they're good. I got 3 of them, and I know a dude's tampered with them also. Have you picked up any, Vern, within like the
For
past
what?
year, maybe? Transformers?
No, I haven't gotten one Transformer. I saw somebody's video the other day and I was like, yeah, that actually looks really, really cool. And then I keep seeing them in the store, but no, haven't brought myself to do it.
Yeah, Smuggler's right. I think they have missed the mark a little bit with that. With the Optimus Prime, they've pitched it too high, and then the app's a little bit gimmicky, I suppose. But I think the actual video of them when they had it live in the studio, it looked a little bit more polished than that rendering. That rendering made it look a little bit gimmicky.
We got Luke.
Hey Luke.
Hot off.
Hey Luke.
Any
How's
of
it
these
going,
other
Luke?
ones you want to highlight there, Salacious?
Oh no,
I
I'm only
saw-
interested. I'm only interested in the big one. The hot rod looked quite cool, but
I saw
Yeah, they just
Josh
released one recently. Yeah.
Josh Wallen just said that he's having some regrets for not pre-ordering the Sentinel.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, the
These
other
are
thing
the-
that they teased, the other HasLab they teased was a Fantastic Four HasLab. You think they're going to do the Fantastic Four car?
Oh, it's got to be Galactus, hasn't it?
Ooh,
Gotta be, surely. Isn't he like the biggest character in Marvel?
Yeah, and I think everybody's
he's
been
one of them.
begging
Yeah,
for that.
that would be cool. So, I mean, with Galactus, they could just take the body mold from the Sentinel in a sense and just tweak it.
Oh yeah, the Rodimus was a cool one. Yeah,
Oh, which one is that?
he was like the. I'm not very good with the names. The orange one.
Isn't
There
he
he is.
Hot Rod?
There he
Rodimus
is.
is
Yeah,
Hot
Hot Rod.
right?
Yeah, there,
Yeah.
bottom right. That's him. I don't like all the dinosaur ones. I don't like all that. I just like the robot-looking ones. You know, the classic G1-looking
Yeah.
robots. There he is.
This
He's
one.
cool. Bottom right. He's cool.
Yeah, definitely. And he has the what do they call it? On spark in his chest.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, the Allspark, he's got it.
All
So
spark.
So is this supposed to be? Is this a version of the cartoon? No, because
It's
he
the
doesn't turn into it.
Netflix. It's the Netflix version. The
Oh,
show.
the
I think.
Netflix version.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
All right, what else?
The one next to him, I've got the original G1 or the one next to him. What's he called? Galvatron. The G1's better. Galvatron was always the weirdest figure. He transforms into a laser, basically. There you go. Bit pointless, really.
That looks really funny to me.
Yeah. The G1 one is similar. I remember getting the G1 for Christmas in 1985 or 86. I'm being a little bit disappointed with how it transforms, but it had lights and sound, so you'd press a button and the laser bit would light up. But no, the big Omega Transformers, the ones that got my attention. Next to a classic G1 collection, I think they're gonna look badass.
Nice.
Hey, thanks, John Joker, for the super chat. Every time you pop in somebody's stream, you hook everybody up.
Oh,
And,
Mr. John.
That's really awesome.
Christian Perez, my coworker from work. What's up, buddy? Thanks for popping in.
Hello, Christian.
We said hello to Luke. And I think we got Paul's Collectibles popped in.
Smuggler's Canyon asked why he doesn't understand the meaning of the brevity thing when I say the dude's intro. Well, it's A, it's out of the movies, but B, brevity, I think, means to shorten. So the dude is a shortened version of his dudeness, or El Duderino. So there you go. Going to school with Mr. Salacious.
Nailed it.
Sean,
All
we
right.
done with this thing?
Yeah. I don't know unless Red Ranger wants to look at a Power Ranger, but I didn't.
Oh, that's
Don't
true,
collect
right?
any of those. I think all they have is some new like marbled ones or something like that.
These go over my head. I don't understand these at all.
Yeah, me too. It was all about Voltron for me. What came first? I want to know, Voltron or Power Rangers?
Oh, Voltron, I think.
Voltron came first. Power
the-
Rangers were like in the 90s, right?
Yeah, but
yeah.
these are based on Super Sentai, though, aren't they?
Yeah,
Rather
and
than Voltron.
from Japan.
Yeah.
What would be really cool is if they went all the way back and did a complete retro line in 6-inch of those original Gold Rangers from the Super Sentai way back, that have like the girl has the heart eyes. I think it would be really cool, but that's just me.
Yeah, I didn't see too much excitement around them.
No. Well, I think for people, it's the generational thing, isn't it? Like Aaron from Empire Toys is 5 or 6 years younger than me, and this is his generation, so he's probably all over it, you know. But I don't understand them. It's just it's above me.
I think I want to say we were probably in high school when Power Rangers came out. Wasn't it like mid 90s ish?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Go Ranger. There you go.
Oh, so you found something else?
Sean, can we look at some toys? I really want. I can't wait to get.
Yeah, let's do this then. Are we gonna do? Let me get to the banners here. This week's pickups.
Yay! Yay!
So, what kind of damage did everybody do?
Severe damage to Bob's wallet. Severe.
Yeah, let us know in chat what you guys may have picked up this week. So whoever wants to go first, I'll put him on the spot. Who looks ready? It looks like Vern is ready here. Let me see if I can get
I'll just tell you, like,
wait, how can I get him on the side there with us watching him? Oh, there we go. Cool.
I'm gonna stop that other screen.
Solo layout. Oh, still didn't work. I'll just stick it here.
There it is.
Dude already
Nice.
has this one. I've
Great
seen the pictures.
Oh, is that Magneto?
Yeah. I ordered this from Best Buy to pick up in store, right? I picked it up this week, so I kind of just want to tell the story. I thought it was kind of interesting. I was supposed to have till like Monday to pick it up. And then early in the morning at like 7:30, I got an email telling me I picked it up. And I was like, whoa, what happened, right? So I like try to call the store, but they're not taking calls at the store anymore. It just goes to a national number. And they basically just tell me, well, go to the store and they'll take care of you. And I'm like, okay, well, they'll take care of me if I get there and it's not there, then what's going to happen, right? But you can see on here, there's like the sticker, when you order it, they put like a sticker and it has your name on it. What they did was they just scanned it back into the store stock and took the sticker off and hung it back up on the peg. And it took about 10 minutes for them to figure it out and find it for me when I went to pick it up. So, the lady that was there, she gave me $25 and I used that to buy this. She gave me a gift card just for the inconvenience. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Great customer service.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
So I just thought I'd like to share that. And I wasn't going to get this droid at first, but since it basically was free, I took it.
Yeah, dude. Freebie.
Yeah. That's it.
Blacked Out Ewoks picked up some gold like he always does. He's constantly having the inventory.
Spanish Bespin Guard. Is that on card?
Right. Now let me see if I can figure out how to do this. How about you, dude? Are you ready?
Yeah, mine's short. Other than the barrage of pre-orders today,
Put you in
I
the
have
solo.
one pickup for the week, and I grabbed this off of eBay for $13. So
good
Oh,
box
nice.
box is a little for wear, but I did buy this to open to be a part of my Marvel Legends Cosmic display. But I've been looking at him for like a year, and just knowing at some point I wanted to get him. But now that I have him, I'm so glad I got him, and he didn't end up being $40 or something. But I mean, he's got two-tone face. His body sculpt is two-tone, just like it is in the comics. But he's a big, imposing figure, man. Really cool. And then I got another Cull Obsidian bath piece. So now I just need 3 more of the 6 figures to hopefully someday build Cull Obsidian. But the only issue is the Black Knight is like a $70 figure right now. So I don't know how all that's going to work unless they re-release it. So, but for $13 on eBay, I'm pretty glad to have him. He'll go up in the Cosmic Legends display.
That's nice.
That's it.
Good figure.
All right, and we're gonna go ahead and put Rum. Let's see what Rum's got. I know he's excited to show us.
Oh, yeah, we got lots of stuff today. Bob, I really went for it with Bob's credit card. Well, we got these. I know these have been out for a while, but we've only just received ours. So, got the Mandalorian Untitled Vintage Collection.
That
And
is
then-
an absolute epic piece right there.
Yeah, very sweet. So glad to finally
Nice
get
cream
that.
over for that Grogu.
I'm finally glad to get that. And then we got the Armorer as well, and
Another
Moff
epic
Gideon
piece. Yep.
Vintage Collection. So it's nice finally getting those because we ordered those ages ago. Then we got a box from Limited Run today. You guys familiar with Limited Run? They
No.
So basically, Limited Run is a video game distribution company, and they basically create limited edition games that are either digital only or they haven't been released for ages. And they've been doing a run of all the old Star Wars games. So the first one we got was Star Wars Racer. Let me
try and just see if I can do something here. Nope, still not. Oh, sweet. I used to play the heck out of that game.
Yeah, but if you notice, it's in an N64 box, but it's got the Switch logo. So they basically do these special boxes, but it's got the cart inside, and yeah, it's just a really nice. I think they only make 3,000 or 4,000 of them. It's chunky and as anything, so they stack it with like books, and there's probably a CD in there and stickers. And then they did the same for PS4. So this is the PS4 release. So this is the limited box. They put like commemorative coins in there.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, so if you go on the Limited Run website, and they literally release a new game every few weeks, and they go really quickly. So I've been buying pretty much
100 miles per hour.
Been buying pretty much all of the Star Wars ones. I don't know whether I'm going to open that yet, but there's a commemorative coin in there, soundtrack, the game in a PS4 case, which again it's not released; it's on the digital store only. There'll be a book, there'll be a poster in there, and some other bits and bobs. Have you guys? I can't remember. Did you show off your retro collection figures last week?
No.
So I got my box of retro figures.
No, you didn't. The
I did.
Christian.
The Mandalorian ones.
Heck yeah.
Yes. So
I
let's
had
get them out.
pre-ordered, but still not showed up yet.
Couldn't remember. So this showed up today. So here we've got Grief Karga.
Yeah, that's
cool.
awesome.
Quite a cool looking dude. Who's next? Moff Gideon with his dark saber. Should I just turn this light off a minute? I don't think I need the light on the camera. Is that still okay? Or is it better with the light on?
It's probably better with the light on.
Okay, cool. It's one of these strange... it's a Razer webcam, so the light's built into it. So when I move... I've sold my flat, by the way, people. How amazing is that?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I'm going to be buying a house soon. So wait for Monkey Lizard Studio is coming. So there's the Gideon, like him. Who's this one? Oh, this card is massive. This double bubble is absolutely huge. Look at the size of that.
Yeah, that is pretty epic, though, man. Whew.
So I think it might have been Usual Mike that was saying it. Was Usual Mike or Mark was saying that this Grogu, he's even bigger than the Black Series one. He's the biggest. He's the biggest one. So I don't know. He won't be coming out of the card anyway. So right, next, Kuel. He's a sweetheart, isn't he? Sweet little guy.
Oh.
Not sure about the color scheme, but he's cool. Next, I like this one, IG-11.
Yeah, it looks sweet.
And that's Darth Mark was telling me. I can't remember. I have got a IG-88 in the original vintage figure, but it's boxed up somewhere, and I can't remember. But Mark was saying that's identical. The weaponry is identical. The pistol I recognise for sure. I don't recognise the rifle so much, but he's cool. Next, Kara. So glad they didn't cancel this. Oh my god. So glad they didn't cancel it. The sculpt's not the best. She looks a little bit thick, doesn't she? I mean, she's a big girl, but she's sexy with it. But I'm not sure the sculpt does her justice. I think the vintage collection figure does a bit more justice to her. But glad they didn't cancel this. You guys still there?
I think it was past production at that point.
Yeah. You guys still there?
Yeah, I think everybody's fascinated by these actually.
Okay.
A lot of people in the comments.
It's amazing. Like,
right on.
I don't think they're shipping here at all, right?
Here's the Mando. So
Himself,
unfortunately,
the legend.
Yeah, poor old Mark got his box, his case from In Demand today as well, and they took it out of the box for some reason. So
no,
but he's cool. He's cool. I like the paint sculpts, the different paints. It's got the classic vinyl cape. Those vinyl capes are so iconic, aren't they?
Yeah,
that's really
I'm
cool.
definitely opening mine when I get them. I'd like 2 sets somehow. So hopefully
Right.
they're just everywhere.
So let's move that out of the way. This is a bit random. I was debating whether to show this or not. Salacious's Earth Mummy popped around earlier just to say hello and handed this over. I've never seen it before. It's totally random, but I thought I'd show it because it's just a bit of amusement. This is Heroes of Goo-Jitsu Groot.
That's love right there.
I'm
she
super
saw that
goopy.
and thought of you.
Yeah, he's like really, I don't know, he's like another stretchy guy. I'll probably do a short on this and get 4,000 views. That's typically what happens. My stupid shorts will do well. Now, here we're getting on to some of the good stuff. Not that wasn't good, but I'm going to have to do a 180 with the camera here and pull back
Uh-oh.
to look at this bad boy. Oh my god. The Siege War of Cybertron. I'm not kidding. This box is massive. You can see the scale there. You see all those Funko Pops.
Holy cow, that's huge.
He is absolutely massive. And I'm just going to turn him around so you can get to see the picture on the other side of him. Let me just move these boxes out of the way. I'm running out of space here so badly. I need to move desperately. All right, let's move that over there. Right, let's try and move him around.
That is gigantic. Oh, man.
Let's do... How am I doing it? Let's do this. I'm pulled back a little bit. There you go. He's 25 inches tall. They did do a G1 version, but he's half the size. And the play set is... there you go. It's like a massive rocket with a multi-story car park, and you get a tank as well. But I was watching the Ultimate Wolf reviews, get him out. The Ultimate Wolf and Gaming Reviews. He's a good guy. He's been helping me set up my Discord server, and it's just an epic figure. So they're £200 RRP, but I found it on an English. Well, it was actually In Demand, the same place I got these retro figures, and it was £139. So I just thought, just to scale it, I'll never put him in the playset. It'll just be in the robot mode. But he's just massive. So I thought, right, I'm doing it. I'm going in on the Siege.
So, are you opening him?
100%. He is coming out. Yeah. So I've got a G1 collection. I don't have any of the modern Transformers, but I've got a G1 collection. So I've got like Optimus and Ultra Magnus and
I guess you just on here, Ron. Hold on. Oh, here we go. It's obvious. Hit the first button here. Oh no, it's not obvious.
No, I have got a few other things, but that arrived today that I told you about. Oh yeah, look at it. Just look at that artwork, by the way. Just awesome. So that was £140. Now I have got 4 other things, but I'm probably going to show you next week because they've arrived today, but they're heavily taped up, and they are it's the most expensive toy I've ever bought, and it's those Salacious Crumb factory era vintage Star Wars figures that I told you about a few weeks ago. So I imported them from America. I've got 3 in total, all graded by the AFA. One has an unpainted beak, one has unpainted eyes, and one, his little ears are half the size. And they arrived today, but they're all taped up, so I'll show you next week. But I'm quite excited by those. But that's my pickup. So now I need to move all this because look at little Salacious.
All right.
Oh, bless him.
He's up to his eyeballs in goodies.
He is. So there you go.
All right. Okay.
How was that?
All right. So I'll show you what I picked up. I got this today to finish off my collection of minis, which is just a Tila. Very, very tiny Tila. That's pretty cool.
And
then, of course, if you haven't seen Dude's Nerdery's video, he has these up on his channel. Pretty epic.
So are you gonna open those or keep them on card?
I'm definitely opening those. I just need to find the time, and I need to open Jar Jar Binks.
Sure.
I picked these up today. Finally seen them in the wild, but Spider-Man,
nice,
and Hulk. But I just think that's awesome, Because
with the card,
I always
really
wanted that as a kid. Yeah. And then the back, it looks like they have dotted lines like where you can cut out the card and collect them. And of course, the Hulk.
Are you opening those?
Sweet, man. I think I will. I don't know for sure.
Don't open those. Keep those on
because
card.
I have a whole retro collection shelf. But this right here, I just walked in and I saw it and I had to get it. But look at that.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
But this one right here is Gizmo, and he comes with 3 heads.
I love those.
Yeah, he's got a Santa hat,
so cool.
a candy cane. But I couldn't leave that, man. I was like, I'll probably never see that again. And I don't know how much they go for on eBay, but I bet they go for a lot.
I love those NECA figures. They are so cool.
Yep. And and then I was greedy. I took another one off of the market, but I had to get another one of these. The flame effects and stuff.
So is that one staying in box then, or are you getting them both out?
For now, this one's staying in box, and I might do a giveaway one day. I keep saying that. I buy these doubles and say I'm going to give them away, or trade it one day. If I need to do that. So, but anyway, that's my pickups.
Sweet.
There's nothing wrong with getting an extra Boba Fett. So, I put my head on one, right? So this one, I painted the actual head that was underneath.
Yeah.
I pried the helmet off. This is the weirdest thing. I know Darth Mark was talking about he lost like a Princess Leia's like blaster off a shelf when they were doing some work in his room, and he can't find it. And he thinks they vacuumed it up. So I was, so I'm going to tell this. I was blow drying the helmet, and to warm it up so I could like pry the glue off. I got it off, and then this guy was set aside, and I was blow drying the helmet so that I could remold it back to proper form, and then I got everything good. It was on the counter. I went to go put the blow dryer under the sink, and something was on the ground. I thought it was like the little Velcro that holds the cable of the blow dryer. So I just like flicked it into under the sink. Like I thought I was just putting it with the cable. Then I was looking around. I couldn't find the helmet. So I thought, oh, maybe that's the helmet. I took everything out from under the sink, and I cannot find the helmet. It's the weirdest thing.
Oh,
I don't know where the helmet is.
nightmare.
It's got to be a
man.
gremlin.
Yeah, it's stuck somewhere, or it's like in one of those, just it's somewhere, and I just could not find it.
You'll be randomly sat down one day and you'll feel
And
something
it'll be-
under your foot or something. Gonna be.
It 100% in like 5 years. You're gonna
Yeah,
find
it'll
that
be like,
helmet.
oh, there's a helmet. So, anyways, he looks cool without the helmet now, so it's fine.
All right, so that went through today's pickups. Let's see what other banners I got. I have WandaVision on here from last time. That's not going to do us any
You want
good.
to talk about WandaVision?
But I do have Winter Soldier. Did anybody see today's episode of Winter Soldier?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you should check the chat because there might be people that want to turn their volume down.
And yeah, it's definitely, we can't spoil nothing about that, but it's very good. But you know what's the problem with Winter Soldier for me is I watched the first like 10 minutes of it and I think, oh, why did I wake up early to watch this? It's not even exciting. And then all of a sudden they drop, amazing action. You got to admit the visuals on this are pretty dope.
Yeah.
But anyway, so anybody watch anything cool?
Besides that?
Yeah, so I actually just watched Falcon Winter Soldier right before we got on. So I love that show so much. I think it's one of the best things I've seen in years on TV. And again, I love the dichotomy between the three factions and how you can empathize with each group. I think that show is so well written that like the bad guy really isn't clear in a sense, right? And I appreciate it makes you really think when you watch a show like that. But yeah, the action was cool, and I'm really enjoying it. Like as soon as I'm done watching it, I could totally watch that episode again. It's just so well done.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it again.
The standout scene, and the was Sebastian Stan in the flashback to Wakanda.
Yes, dude. Yes.
When they were unprogramming him, and he was in tears, and I bought it as well. I thought he really sold that scene very well.
Yeah,
and I'm just more than anything now from this show. Like I think the show's really cool. I'm totally up for it and enjoying it. But more than anything, I just want a Luke Skywalker. I want a Sebastian Stan Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Dude, when he had his beard with the long hair, I was like, all right, just dye it blonde.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking too. When he was crying, I was imagining him crying for like Mara Jade and Grogu.
Yeah,
totally. And that's what makes him become the hermit.
Exactly.
I see it happening. It's going to
go down. That's exactly it.
Yeah,
what turns you to become a hermit like that in The Last Jedi? It's got to be a woman. Sorry, it's got to be.
Yep,
it's got to be a relationship breakdown. It's got to be that.
Yeah.
Apologies to the ladies in the chat. I didn't mean that to come off in a sexist way. I meant it's a relationship breakdown that he's suffering trauma from. It's got to be.
I was just going to say bad screenwriting, but I guess yours is right too.
Yeah. The Last Jedi is amazing, but like you said, it was J.J. Abrams that put him there.
Yep. So, but and then the final scene of that episode was, they nailed. I don't want to say who was in it, but they nailed that character in that. I mean, that's exactly who that character is, man.
Yeah.
And you know what though? I didn't.
What character?
I gotta tell you though,
that's what I mean. I'm like that, Rome. It's a surprise to me. It was shocking, and then he's talking about like, this is already out there.
I don't understand. I missed it. I don't get the whole Turkish delight thing. What's that all about?
Well, no, that it's not so much that. It's more of how like the last shot, like how the episode ended.
What was it? I can't even remember what it was. What was it?
It was with John Walker.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I don't want to ruin it if anyone hasn't seen it, but at the same time, I empathize with him because if that was me and that just happened, I actually would probably do the exact same thing in that moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
that's what was so cool about
that's
that.
a
They did
human
such a good
reaction
job.
right there, right? Like that's a
Yeah.
total human reaction. But it also just showed how flawed of a character he is, and it goes back to what Erskine said, that the super soldier serum amplifies what's within, right?
Yeah.
So if that's why because Cap was just good within, and we know John Walker's he's rotten. You know what I mean? So,
But what
I
is all
loved
the
it.
Turkish delight stuff? I didn't get that. People were saying that was a big. That's a thing, but I was like, I don't get it.
I don't know the Turkish delight stuff.
Okay.
Zemo was saying that like part of his backstory, like it was his kid, so maybe it goes to something in the comics or something, but it didn't strike a chord with me.
I was surprised that he didn't. Let me, without spoiling it, I'll just say partake. Surprised he didn't partake.
Yeah, I think it just goes to how grounded he is in his principle about
Right.
about how he feels about escalation in the Avengers and all that. So
Yeah.
I still have a theory that he's going to get it, but it's going to be forced upon him somehow. Like maybe it's not his choice,
but wasn't all, like it seemed like it put it into the question of who was going to get it.
Yeah, because
it did, but there's always more. I mean, right?
True,
I mean,
right?
we
didn't see the other one rolling underneath the refrigerator.
Right. Exactly.
To be found later.
But yeah, it first in that moment, it could have gone either way because I thought, "Ooh, is he going to partake or not?" So,
right.
Great episode, man. I'm thrilled with this show. I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah, and it's nice that they're actually 54 minutes was today's episode compared to Mando.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it was quick.
Yeah.
Dude, it was quick. Like when it ended, I'm like, oh my God, that's over already. You know what I mean? Like, cause it just flew by. It was so good.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of good comments in chat agreeing that the final shot was amazing, and Josh Anderson saying Daniel Brühl had him in stitches. Yeah, dude, he is outstanding as Zemo, man. I hope they keep him in the MCU permanently as Zemo. Like he is just fantastic.
Sorry to labour the point, but the Turkish delight didn't even look like Turkish delight. Turkish delight's like a jelly with dust on it, whereas they would look like sweets, hard-boiled sweets.
Yeah.
Let's get on Twitter and talk about it.
Yeah. All right. So, anything else anybody
that was not
want
canon.
to talk about?
That is not.
That was our candy segue.
That was our candy segue.
Yeah.
I was trying. I was certainly trying there.
Has anybody made Turkish delights at home?
The only other major thing I think I watched this week was Invincible. I watched that last night. So another really good episode. I'm really enjoying that show. Any of you guys picking up on that one yet?
I have not watched it yet.
No.
Well, I haven't watched anything other than Winter Soldier, I'm afraid.
I started watching a show called Debris, just because it popped up on my Hulu. I think it's on one of the networks, but it's and some alien spacecraft is like slowly dumping parts onto the Earth. And so you got this like CIA guy and this MI6 person traveling around to all these like hot spots where this debris is, and they're like collecting it. But each piece of debris is causing some sort of like a X-Files type anomaly or something like that. So it's got kind of like this like, and then there's some subversive, plot to like use the debris for the wrong purpose and stuff like that. So each piece of debris has like a power. Like so far, like they have these guys that are like eating parts of it and they're able to teleport themselves and stuff like that. So it's actually kind of cool, the concept of it.
I need some of that. I need some of that debris.
When you first said debris, I thought it was a Arrested Development spinoff. The only Vern got that, I guess. No one else watched that show.
No.
Missed that.
No, I've been working like crazy.
But Smuggler's Canyon's right. Turkish Delight in chocolate is Fry's Turkish Delight. That's like a chocolate bar, but it's got the Turkish Delight inside it as like a treat in the middle.
Yeah. That's what
That's
I've
yummy.
always thought it was.
But the actual Turkish Delight bit is the soft bit in the middle. You like slice it, and it's got like a sugar powder coating on top of it.
Yeah,
don't
the
know.
only thing I
I'm
watched this
sure I've
week is
had
I
Turkish
bought
Delight, but
digitally Clash of the Titans from, what is it, 1982 or something like that. But I bought
Very
the
cool.
digital copy of that finally.
Nice.
But
Did
that's
you?
it.
How is it watching it? I probably haven't seen that in decades.
It
How's
is
it hold
epic,
up?
man. I still love it. Just the Medusa scene where he
Mhm.
fights the wolf. That
Scared the crap out of me as a
scorpion
kid.
scene. Me too. Yeah, and
I remember not wanting to look at the screen because I don't want to turn to stone.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Are you talking about the original or the remake, the modern remake?
original, the OG
The original,
one.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And I've been thinking
Harry,
about buying Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer.
love
just to-
those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Great movies.
you've got to get Red Sonja as well, which is a bit of a poor side story, but I love Conan the Barbarian, the snake cult. That is so cool.
Yeah, and on YouTube they had Jason and the Argonauts. I started watching that because I guess you can watch it in high definition for free on YouTube.
I think the copyright's expired on that, right?
I'm not sure.
Oh, Smuggler's Canyon's bringing up baklava, which is a bit similar to Turkish Delight, but they have it in in Bosnia. That's really tasty. Yummy. They have it in Eastern Europe. That's nice, tasty,
Tasty, and sticky.
a bit sticky.
All right, so I guess nobody's watched anything else interesting. How about
Well, we
video
did.
games?
I watched.
What's
I
that?
was going to say I'm late to this, but I watched the second half of Discovery Season 3, Star Trek Discovery.
Okay.
So I was waiting on my daughter started watching it, so I waited till she caught up, and then we watched the last, I think, 6 or 7 episodes together.
What do you think? Because the new season is out this weekend, I think. So
Is it?
yeah, I think so, isn't it?
Wow.
Because they didn't they have a trailer? Didn't they have a trailer
No,
drop
I didn't
last
even
week?
see it yet.
Maybe I'm totally wrong about that, but I'm sure I was watching Trek Yards last night and they were reviewing the first episode. Maybe they were reviewing the trailer. I don't know. I was a little bit delirious last night.
That'd be cool. I really enjoyed the first 2 seasons of Disco. The third season they changed the format and it became less of an ensemble. Like one of the things I like about, so for example, the other night I watched Deep Space Nine, and they had an episode just about quarks and how Nog went on a labor strike. And then the Ferengi came in because it's against Ferengi law. Like a total random episode, but a great ensemble. Just another great, just Star Trek world building episode. And I feel like season 3 of Discovery turned into a CW show where 90% of it's about one character and she cries for half the episode. And it's all about and it's constant, long speeches of you're so special and you're important. And it's just like these long soliloquies every episode. And I feel like out of an hour episode, it's maybe like 20, 30 minutes of actual movement and story arc. And then the rest of it is just people crying. And I'm like, what is going? So I didn't say anything. And finally I was watching with my daughter and I'm like, oh my God, I can't take any more crying. And she just started laughing. She's like, why are they crying every episode? And I didn't want to ruin it for her, but she noticed it too. But I don't get the format change. And the actors are good. I like the premise of Disco. I think it's a really cool premise that you're flung into the future and you can rebuild Starfleet, because then now you're back into the original mission, right? And explore strange new worlds and bring everyone together. So there's a lot to like, but it's just I don't like that it's like a CW show. I mean,
the last 4 episodes were probably the best of the season in my mind.
Yeah, I thought they definitely got better as it went along, but then the last episode was basically Die Hard, and then they took Superman 3 and morphed her with when they pulled her into the robot, I was like, oh, that's so bad. I was cringing. But they basically turned it into Die Hard and she became a superhero. Just ridiculous. She stabbed in the leg, but yet she's like beating up 5 aliens at the same time. It's like, I don't
Yeah.
like make it an ensemble. You don't need one character to be a superhero. Like it just, I don't know. It's not
nice.
terrible.
It's nice to hear that perspective, because I think I segued right from Picard into Discovery.
Mhm.
So I was like, Picard I thought was great, and then like when Discovery came, I was kind of a little bit disappointed in it, and I thought I was relating it to that I just liked Picard so much.
Yeah.
Right. That it was well, it's not Picard. So I thought I was comparing it. So it's nice to see that you've watched it so long after and still think the kind of the same thing.
Yeah, there's I feel like there's a lot to like about it. So I'm not like against it. Like I'm gonna watch the next season because I love Star Trek. I watch all this. I've watched everything, like original series, Next Generation, Enterprise, DS9, Voyager, in Picard, and now this. I even watched the cartoon, which was half good, half awful. But I'm gonna watch it again. But yeah, the show could be so good if they would and I get not every Star Trek should be the same. I get that everyone shouldn't be a carbon copy, but just one of the things I appreciate about Star Trek is the ensemble cast, and that each cast member gets episodes to tell their own story and build their own arc, and it's very much enriching, I think. And I think they did that, or like Vern was saying, over the last 4 or 5 episodes, they had arcs for all the characters, but I felt like they just jammed in arcs at the end to have them, whereas instead of just really plotting it out. But it's worth watching. But if season 4 gets a little bit back towards the season 1, season 2 mold, and you just cut out half of the crying and the soliloquies, I think it's definitely worth watching. It's a cool premise for sure.
So I don't know where I got that it's the new season is starting this weekend. That's totally wrong. They will finish production in August or September this year. I think it's because they did a big Paramount Plus event this week, and they did a teaser for Discovery season 4, and they did a teaser for the new Picard show, which does look awesome because Q is back for the new one, and I love those Q episodes. So
I saw somebody posted a meme as like Q only visited Cisco once, and he decided never to go back. I'm like, that's because you don't mess with Cisco, man. Picard is way more patient, man. Cisco, you don't mess with Cisco.
That's right.
So I'll tell you what I am very excited for. I'm excited for Strange New Worlds with Pike as captain, and then
Yes.
Rebecca Romaine is number 1. I am so excited for that.
Like it could be. Hopefully,
Spock is a lieutenant. Yeah, as long as Pike isn't crying for 20 minutes each episode, I think we'll be good.
Yep.
So we got some good comments there. Luke isn't a fan of Discovery.
Or Picard.
Or Picard. And then Josh Anderson said James Earl Jones' snake transformation in Conan is why I hate snakes.
Yeah, that is mental.
Dude,
that scene is insane.
I hate snakes too. I think, and I'm terrified of great white sharks because of Jaws. So I think we're all traumatized in the early '80s by so many different things.
Yeah, and crows.
In the '70s, it was like the one disaster film after another. It was like an earthquake, the Towering Inferno, right? And it was like, I'm never going in a high building. I don't want to be anywhere where there's earthquakes.
And then we moved on to xenomorphs, sharks, and snakes, and then quicksand. The '80s was like tons of quicksand. Oh my god! I was terrified of quicksand growing up. It was like I thought it was going to be everywhere as an adult.
What if there's quicksand in that field?
Exactly. Yeah, I used to wish that because of that movie Beastmaster, where I guess in the beginning of the movie he fell in the quicksand and he had to get out. And I used to always pretend I was drowning in quicksand.
I just watched Beastmaster a few weeks ago. It was pretty good.
It is. Brilliant movie. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids scared me as a 9-year-old. It's funny. Yeah, and we got a Beastmaster. Yes. Yeah, it's a great movie.
And then you got to watch Sheena, and then Down the rabbit hole you go.
Yeah, but I mean, all that whole genre was great for that time period.
You guys ever see A Sword and the Sorcerer, where they have like the 3 blades, and they crucify that guy in front of the king's table, and that's pretty amazing. That guy rips himself in half, and it's like the devil underneath him. That scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
Poltergeist scared the crap out of me too. Like that.
Oh, the original was like
Poltergeist was terrifying. Terrifying, dude. Like all this shit I saw before I was 10, like Jaws, Aliens, Poltergeist, Predator.
Terminator, Total
Terminator,
Recall, Running Man,
Commando.
Commando.
Total Recall. I will still watch Total Recall at any given point. I love that movie, man.
I'm me.
That might be one of my favorite Arnold movies. Is Total Recall.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Totally.
Dragon Slayer. That was cool.
Yeah.
Too.
Dragon Slayer is a great movie.
Consider the divorce.
Yeah.
And Commando, where he like guns down like 300 people. To get the record to kill slightly more people than Sylvester Stallone did in Rambo 3.
It's good we're setting these records.
Yeah.
The other
Running
80s
Man.
movie Running Man was good. Yep.
Awesome.
The other 80s movie I'd put in that realm of like mystical movies was Krull. Do you guys remember that one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that was timed around the same time what Space Hunter, Adventures in the Forbidden Zone, and Krull came out around the same time.
Yep. Time Bandits.
Remember Time Rider?
Time Bandits was epic, and so was
The Never-Ending Story. A Labyrinth. Legend.
Yeah, Labyrinth, Legend with David Bowie. Or Labyrinth was David Bowie, yeah. Yep.
Legend had Tom Cruise, didn't
Tom
it?
Cruise,
Yeah, and Jennifer Connelly.
Yep. But it's a shame because none of those movies get made anymore.
No.
I know. It is a shame. Well, they tried Conan to reboot it with Jason Momoa or whatever. I liked that movie, but I guess they lost money on that.
Well, weren't they planning on doing King Conan with Arnie?
Oh yeah, wouldn't that be epic?
That would be awesome. Yeah, as the old father Conan with a big beard and
that would be cool.
Oh yeah, Escape from Space 1999. You know what I remember in England was Attack of the Triffids. They used to have that show on television. That used to give me nightmares, man. Holy crap! But the plants would, took over the Earth and they started eating everybody. Crazy.
A
lot of trauma.
Wow.
What?
Was that Liam Neeson in Krull?
I didn't know he was. Hold on, Rhesus.
No.
I know Patrick Stewart was in Excalibur.
I gotta take my dog out, guys. She's begging me.
Is Liam Neeson in Krull? Hang on, I gotta look that up. He wasn't the lead.
I'm just looking there.
I can't remember who the guy was who was the lead, but I know.
Well, I'm sure that a lot of these actors are in some of these movies we saw a long time ago when they were first starting out, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm looking here to see if he's on there.
Can't see him.
So Ken Marshall.
Oh yes,
was the lead.
Yes, it does. Early screen performances from Liam Neeson and also Robbie Coltrane as well.
No way.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to see who's Liam. Liam Neeson was Keegan.
Keegan, the axe-wielding polygamist.
Dude, that's awesome. I want to watch Krull, but it's not on any streaming service.
I want to play an axe-wielding polygamist. I'm up for that role.
That's a great movie. I love that movie as a kid. Huh, I didn't even know he's in that. That's we can win a trivia with that.
Did they ever do a Dungeons and Dragons film?
They did a modern one, right?
Did they?
But it was like a comedy or something. But I think
that's a property that's not tapped then.
Yeah, they did I think they're making one though, aren't they?
Yeah, isn't one? I think one's coming out, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they have one in the works, but I know that like the movie that I remember that was supposed to scare everybody away from Dungeons and Dragons was called Mazes and Monsters, and that was with Tom Hanks.
Okay.
And he was into some sort of a role-playing game that was real similar to Dungeons and Dragons, and then he kind of goes crazy and starts projecting it into the real world or something like that.
What was the weird Tom Hanks film when it was him and the volcano?
Joe versus the volcano.
Joe versus the volcano. What a weird film that was.
Where he had, was it brain fever? Or was that what they called it? I forget what they told him he had.
I can't remember. I remember it being weird.
It's weird, but that had, I think, one of the scenes. It's so crazy. I just thought of this. One of the scenes I remember laughing hardest at in my whole life was the fishing scene with the hammerhead sharks.
Okay.
Just go back and watch. I don't want to. Yeah, it won't be funny if I explain it, but yeah, I just remember belly laughing like really hard at that scene. I thought that was very well done. But yeah, that was an odd Tom Hanks movie. It wasn't like it was a departure from his other movies for sure.
Yeah,
it was a good movie though. I enjoyed it.
Oh, I did watch a film the other day. For some reason, I got an urge to watch Die Hard. It's like, I really fancy watching Die Hard.
I always watch that on Christmas.
Yeah, I normally do. But I think I was feeling Christmas here. I think I was like, I want to watch Die Hard.
I always watch that on Christmas. Christmas or Christmas Eve, one or the other.
Do you remember Hudson Hawk?
Mm-hmm.
That was a weird one.
That was a weird Bruce Willis movie. I don't remember anything about it. I just remember watching it and
he has to steal the Da Vinci flying machine. He's a robber, I think, and he has to steal the Da Vinci flying machine from a museum or something.
Have you seen that Behind the Ferns or whatever it's called, where he's got Bruce Willis? You guys know what that is, right? That Ferns thing.
The Zach Galifianakis.
Oh, you were talking about that. Yeah.
He did the one with Bruce Willis, and he goes, "Are you aware that there are actors that turn roles down?"
Yeah, because he just doesn't anything.
Because all the crummy movies he does.
Here's one. Here's a segue into what you just said. Name all of the actors that that don't act. They just play themselves in every film.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah. Tom Cruise. Robert Downey Jr. Kevin Costner.
George Clooney.
It's all mostly men, isn't it? It's mostly American men by the sounds of it. White American men.
Makes sense.
Who else?
Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger even too, right?
Robert Downey Jr. literally is himself, isn't he? Even when he's Sherlock, he basically plays himself. He's like the cool cat. Yeah. Tom Cruise is always himself.
Harrison
Ford,
he's
always the same character. Yeah, the same.
Except for when he did Les Grossman in
yes, that was the one time where he did some character acting. Yeah, for sure. Tom Cruise, Tom Hanks is. Tom Hanks, do you think? Is that unfair? Tom Hanks is pretty much Tom Hanks, isn't he? Oh, maybe Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is a proper performance.
You know who's amazing? Somebody posted on Facebook. We're not Facebook, on Twitter. What's that movie where the guy goes to London and he gets accused of bombing some place, and him and his dad go to prison for like 50 years? You know what I'm talking about? He gets IRA bombing.
Oh, you're talking about the greatest actor of all time, the Irish guy. What's his name?
Yeah, you know who I'm on about.
From oh my god, one of my favorite films of all time, where he plays the Last of the Mohicans.
Yes, that guy.
Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, he is an incredible actor. Hold on, I'll tell you what his name is.
Abraham.
Talking about Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah. And he only does he's only ever made 10 films or something, and yeah, he's amazing. Last of the Mohicans is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And there's that. What's the oil one as well? Where he plays the oil tycoon. Blood, something about blood. I don't know. I'll tell you. I'll get his biography up.
Oh yeah, Blacked Out Ewoks knew who he was. What's that movie called though, where he goes to prison? It's a true story.
It's
he goes
these.
to Ireland on vacation,
Yeah.
and they say that he bombed some building, and his
Yeah.
dad died in prison. Great movie, man.
Josh Anderson said that's There Will Be Blood. Does that sound
There
right?
will be blood. Yeah, there will be blood, and of course he's in Gangs of New York as well, which is quite cool.
Yeah,
Let's get
everybody
his
seems to know in the chat. Cool.
Sunday Bloody Sunday. Is it Sunday Bloody Sunday? No, it's not.
Is that a song?
It's In the Name of the Father.
Oh, In the Name of the Father. That's
Yeah,
the
In
one.
the Name of the Father.
Yeah, that is brilliant.
Yeah, he plays it's the story of the Guildford Four. Yeah, that's a tough story, to be honest.
Yeah, it really, it hit me, that movie.
Yeah. Oh, and he I it's a film about making a black pudding. I don't know if it was well received, but he does transform himself into Abraham Lincoln in Lincoln. I mean, he looks like him, sounds like him.
Yeah.
That's an awesome performance.
Are there audio recordings of Abraham Lincoln?
Oh, well, I don't know. I'm just basing it on stuff that I imagine he looks like. I don't know. You guys will probably know that more than me.
Well, because you said he sounds like him. Looks like
Well, he
him.
sounds like I expect him to sound. Are there no audio recordings? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just messing around.
Know. When was he president? What year was he president?
I don't know. I have no idea. In the 1800s, right?
Don't you guys have to learn your presidents?
Yeah, I just go to work and pay taxes. Basically,
he's on the $5 bill.
Yeah.
16th president. That's all I know.
My Left Foot. Yeah, he's been in some great films. Oh, he was in Gandhi. God. The Boxer, The Crucible. What are you laughing at?
I don't think I've seen any of his movies.
You're just listing up Daniel Day-Lewis movies.
This was Salacious's long-term plan to turn this into a Daniel Day-Lewis podcast.
What are we talking about? What do you want to talk about?
I don't think I've seen any of his movies. Like, you're rattling these off. I don't know that I've seen one of them.
Oh my God.
Being serious.
You must have seen Gangs of New York, where he plays Bill Butcher. Is it Bill Butcher? Or, no, the Butcher.
No, Bill Butcher's on The Boys.
Bill the Butcher. He plays Bill the Butcher. I'm sure he does. Hold on, I will open it up.
I've not seen Gangs of New York.
Oh my God!
Did you see Last of the Mohicans?
Oh yeah, I did.
Involuntarily.
He retired after that movie.
He did. He retires after every movie.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, he plays Bill the Butcher. He's the leader of the Dead Rabbits group or something in New Amsterdam. That's a good film. The Last of the Mohicans score is incredible.
How's the Rec?
Yeah, that came out in like the 90s, isn't it? Didn't it?
Yeah, 92. Okay. Michael Mann directed that.
I think we had to watch that in high school.
Is Michael Mann the guy that did Miami Vice?
Yes, and Heat. He's the guy that does a lot of the shaky cameras and a lot of gunfire and that kind of Heat shots. Have you seen Heat? Haven't you guys have seen Heat? Haven't you?
That bank robbery scene in downtown.
That bank robbery scene. Just phenomenal. Mental. They're just firing off those rounds, and it's just so visceral. That's awesome.
All time scene.
Yeah. In fact, I might watch that. I'm tempted to rewatch that.
I'm tempted to just rewatch that scene.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Val Kilmer's quite cool in that film.
Yeah, Val Kilmer was.
It's like that, the X-Men Days of Futures Past.
Mhm.
I pretty much only watched the Quicksilver scene in that movie. I don't know what it is, but I think I fast forward. I start watching it with good intent, and then I fast forward. I watch that scene, and then a few minutes later, I'm pretty much out.
Have you seen Salacious' version of that?
No, I didn't.
He's done a short.
No, I did see it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he looks so cute running through the streets really quickly. Yeah, I do. I look good. Thanks for that, Bob.
Your hair wasn't flowing though, Salacious.
Yeah, I know, and I know. And my ears were kind of cropped out. It was the app. The app cropped my ears out a little bit. You're supposed to react after I speak. We had an agreement.
Yes, we talked about that in the past. But
you leave me hanging.
You surprise us when you're talking.
Oh.
I'm leaning on every word.
Josh says the dinner scene is great in Heat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all time.
Who were the female actors in Heat? I don't even remember.
Val Kilmer's wife is that blonde lady that's really incredibly attractive. What's her name?
Yeah, that's all I remember.
I'm going to find.
I still think Val Kilmer's best performance was in
The Doors.
No, Top Secret.
Top Secret. The Doors. Have you seen The Doors?
Oh,
yeah,
that influenced me bad as a teenager.
That film is incredible.
Thunderheart was one of my favorite movies of all time. I can watch it over and over. Don't ask me why. But Graham Greene, he's an American Indian that's in a lot of films. There's like the one scene in the movie that I always remember is when he pulls him over, and Val Kilmer's telling him, he goes, because they're on the reservation, and he tells him, "Show me your radar," and he says, "I don't have any radar. I just listened to the wind as you drove by. It said 57."
Oh yeah,
That's
Ashley
good.
Judd.
Ashley Judd, yeah.
Ashley Judd. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Very well done. Well done.
Yeah.
So,
and of course,
you guys have seen Top Secret, right, with Val Kilmer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to recall it, and I don't know if I can.
It's done in the style of like Airplane and Naked Gun. So it's just it's one of those movies, but it's just as good as Airplane or Naked Gun, in my opinion, and I think it's Val Kilmer's seminal work. So if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you watch it. It's an awesome movie.
Well, Oliver Stone, The Doors, didn't do well with critics, but I love that film, and his reenactment of the song "The End" at Whiskey a Go Go is just awesome, and it just channels pure. What's the lead singer of The Doors' name again? I've forgotten his bloody name. Jim Morrison. It just channels. He just looks and he looks. I think he was miming, so I don't think he was singing. But he just looks and channels Jim Morrison completely. That's totally cool.
Another good movie he was in, underrated movie, is the Saint with Elizabeth Shue.
Right.
If you guys seen that, it's a solid Val Kilmer movie.
Of course, he's good as the Iceman. That's right, Iceman. I am dangerous.
He was awesome as Iceman. Awesome.
You can be my wingman any day.
Dude, he's ice cold, no mistakes.
I'll wear you down.
Did he die in the movie? Why isn't he not in the new Top Gun movie?
He might be.
No, because he is. But have you seen him recently? He's got throat cancer, and so he has a voice box.
No.
He can't talk. Yeah, he has done some interviews recently, but he's got an incredibly high pitched voice now, and he always wears a scarf because he had major throat cancer surgery. So it's quite I don't know if that's the word, humbling, but just to see him now, and I mean, he survived it, so he's still alive, but he's a shadow of of his former self. So yeah, apparently
that's terrible.
he's getting a cameo in the film. So I hope
you
they.
can't make another Top Gun without Iceman in it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Can't
He
do
just
it.
won't be playing volleyball.
Yeah, we
That's
don't need
right.
a volleyball scene.
That's right. That's right.
It's the most gratuitous scene
Right.
ever. We don't need.
I love Top Gun.
playing
They're
I
gonna
love,
be playing
volleyball in
table
jeans?
tennis.
When it's like 100 degrees, who's playing volleyball in jeans?
I know. I love Top Gun when the instructor Viper turns up in the training session and he goes, "Good evening, gentlemen. The temperature is 22 degrees," and they all go, "Oh shit, it's Viper."
Viper. And then he's like, I bet he's saying, "Oh shit, it's Maverick and Goose."
That's right. That's right.
I do love Top Gun, man.
Man, that's one of my all-time. Yeah, I'm with you, dude. Man.
I remember when that came out, like that was all anyone ever thought or talked about for like a year
Yeah.
was that movie. I mean, we used to play it on the playground. Like I don't know how you play on the playground other than just run after each other. But like yeah, dude, what an epic movie.
That's right. And I went ballistic with Penny Benjamin.
Admiral's daughter.
Yeah, I remember seeing it in the theater. I was probably about, I don't know how old I was when that came out. Maybe 14 sounds about right. No, 12. I think I was 12 years old.
It was 1985, I think, when it came out.
Yeah. Oh, so I was 10 years old. But I remember seeing that with my buddies in the theaters, and that song, where they were singing to the girl in the bar. That always stuck with me.
Dude,
in my...
that is so legendary for like our generation, because even in college we were like in my fraternity we would have formals and we would close the formals out where we all sung that song a cappella.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I mean, you know what I mean? And that was in the mid 90s to late 90s. So just that one scene had such a lasting impact on all of us.
Now I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna try to come back. If I don't, I'll talk to you guys next week.
All right, Vern. Peace out.
See you later.
All right.
Well, we don't have them in England, dude. But I can. Well, what was your frat called? Was it like Kappa Alpha Gamma or something like that? Is that
was Delta Tau Delta.
You can tell that the dude was a frat boy, can't you? And I'm saying that in the nicest way. Like you can tell the dude had some frat parties.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Do you get
definitely had a good time.
Is it like in the movies? You get the kegs in and the red cups.
Yes.
Frank the Tank.
Yeah, we used to have kegs. We used to just get bottles of tequila, and everyone would get their own shot glass, and then we would just pass it around until it was done, and then we would go have dinner. Then we'd go out after that. We're so stupid. Like all we did was party for 4 years. Legitimately. So it's amazing. I still have a liver after that. But you know what? Once you're out of college, then you just work.
Yeah, I know.
And then you have a family, and then you're just taking care of your family and working. So I look back on it, and there was a poster is you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and it was just shot glasses, right? And that's how like we all look back at it, and we're just like, we're so glad we had as much fun as we did, because once you leave, it's over. You can never go back and have that period of your life again. So we lived it up for sure.
Yeah,
they called our fraternity dedicated to drinking. Delta Tau Delta. We were out of control for sure, but no one got hurt. Everyone was respectful. I mean, it was just a good group of people that like to have fun, and it was inclusive. Like we had I lived in my fraternity house just for a summer. Dayton doesn't have. There's only like 8 or 10 people live in a house. It's not like other colleges where like there's like 50 to 100 people in it. But like my senior year, half the guys I lived with were in a different fraternity, and we were all friends. We all hung out, got along. It was very inclusive, which was really cool. I appreciated that.
Josh says, "You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy." That's out of old school. I love old school.
American Werewolf. Gilster says American Werewolf in London, another movie that scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, that scared me.
Yeah, crazy.
When he first turns into the werewolf. Oh,
I know. The Moors. Is it the Moors? It is the Moors, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah, dude. I mean, we just there was an onslaught there for the first half of the '80s of just classic movies we probably shouldn't have seen, but are fundamental now to who we are as people, I guess.
And they released action figures for movies that were like rated 18, like RoboCop and Aliens. And
Mm-hmm.
I want to get to. I've got some of those Terminator figures. Who was I was telling someone the other day. Do you remember the Terminator 2 Bio Flesh Regenerator?
No, what was that?
No.
Oh my god, check it out. Kenner Toys, the Terminator 2 action figure line, and the main playset was called the Bio Flesh Regenerator. And you get your endoskeleton, and you stick him in a little slot, and then you squeeze a tube of a slime through a tube, and then it basically puts skin over the top of the endoskeleton.
Oh my god, no way!
Yeah.
And then could you peel it off?
Yeah, and then reuse it.
Oh, that's a cool toy. That's really cool.
It's people collect those now. I've got a few of them. I've got the bike, the T2 bike, and the T2 car. I mean, they're not screen accurate. I mean, they're kind of stylized. All those figures, didn't they, back in the 90s? Like the aliens, like a scorpion alien and the gorilla alien. They're totally stylized, But yeah, check out if you Google it, look out for the Toy Fair or whatever the Bio Flesh Regenerator.
Have you guys seen the new Terminator, the most recent one? I haven't seen it yet.
Oh yeah.
Was it Dark Fate?
Dark Fate.
Oh no, I
have you seen it?
with the girl Terminator.
Anyone seen it?
Yeah, terrible.
Was it? I was thinking of watching it.
Can I give you a spoiler or not? No, okay. Well,
no spoiler in case I do
want to watch it.
Well,
is it on Netflix? I'll watch it if it is.
It's on something. It's on Prime, Hulu, or Netflix. It's on one of those three.
They do something in the first 5 minutes, and you're like, "What?" And then they have a new storyline. It's like, "What? They did that for this?" And you're like, "Oh my god!"
Now I kind of just want to watch the first 5 minutes and see what happens.
Yeah, they've ruined the previous. They've ruined 2, to be honest.
Wow.
Hulu and Prime is on.
Well, I thought the last couple weren't. I mean, they were just. I watched them and then forgot about it.
Yeah, they were entertaining.
The one I liked that people didn't. I didn't like 3, and I didn't like Genesis, but I liked Salvation. I thought it had some good world building in it.
Salvation was the one with Daenerys, right?
With
Emilia Clarke. Is that who plays Daenerys? Yeah.
No, that's Genesis. That one was terrible.
That was Genesis? Okay.
Yeah.
Salvation is the one with the guy from Pandora then.
From
Avatar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's got what's his name in it? Batman. I've forgotten I can't think straight today.
We're just throwing out names of characters they played in other movies.
Who was Batman?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, yeah. I liked that movie because it expanded the storyline a little bit, and you went into the future, and you saw, they expanded the you saw the robots and the massive mechs, and it's the first time you saw the future in the light as well, because you only normally saw it at night.
Yeah.
So I thought that was quite cool, but Genesis I was not a fan of.
Yeah, I saw both, and then just I just felt like I saw them, and I was good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
It's kind of where you go with the story.
The first or the second. It's hard to top the Terminator 1 or Terminator 2. I mean, they were so good.
Terminator 2 is probably the best sequel ever made, is it? I guess.
Yeah.
Empire Strikes Back.
Oh yeah, Empire.
Yeah, but I would put Terminator 2 on that list. I mean, it's easily on the top 5. Aliens, right? Aliens, Empire Strikes Back, Terminator 2. I don't know. Man, what other sequels were definitely not the Matrix ones?
Star Trek 2 is probably the best of the Star Trek films.
Yeah, Wrath of Khan is the best Star Trek film.
Yeah,
that's the only one I enjoyed. The rest of Star Trek I never liked. But that ear where they put the worm in the ears, that terrified me as a kid.
Oh, dude, that was I was terrified of earwigs after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
But
gross.
Wrath of Khan, it's technically a sequel, but it's a reboot. You know what I mean? Because it's so different from the original Star Trek motion picture.
Yeah,
Totally
vastly
different.
different.
Like two different franchises almost. But yeah, Wrath of Khan is by far my favorite Trek movie. Another great Trek. You know, the ones that come after it are great. Search for Spock, Voyage Home. But I think the Trek movie that should get more credit is First Contact. I think that movie is exceptional. Not even for Trek, just for any type of movie. That movie's incredible.
And what about the
Yeah,
Abrams ones? Do you think those are rubbish or crap or?
I thought the first one was entertaining and just a good way to kind of kick off Star Trek. And then I thought the second one was one of the worst movies I'd ever seen because he just did a J.J. Abrams where he copied another movie and then bastardized it. He basically just copied Wrath of Khan and he did it really, really poorly. But I think part of it's not just J.J. Abrams; it's his screenwriting partner Chris Terrio, because Chris Terrio is involved in all the awful DC movies. He co-wrote Rise of Skywalker, co-wrote the second Star Trek. So I think that guy is part of the problem too.
Yeah, I see he got roasted on Twitter like yesterday or the day before.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
trying to stick
his
up
stuff
for
is
Zack
just garbage.
Snyder or something like that.
Yeah, he's a terrible
got roasted.
screenwriter. But I did the third Star Trek Beyond was the best of the three. Like that movie was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed Star Trek Beyond.
I thought you were gonna say Undiscovered Country is the underrated one because I love that film.
It's a good movie. I like every Star Trek movie except for the Into Darkness, the JJ second one. But every other
Yeah.
Star Trek movie I really like.
Yeah,
To love, like some of them I love. But First Contact is an exceptional movie. Exceptional.
yeah. I don't know if it's aged well. It's if I loved First Contact when it first came out
Mhm.
and was because I was a massive Next Generation fan. But I think I rewatched it last year and kind of felt like it feels a little bit more like an extended episode more than a movie.
That's fair. That's probably why I liked it.
Yeah, probably, yeah, because the best Next Gen episodes were awesome, especially when they did like a 2 or a 3 episode arc. You know, the Klingon war arcs, the Klingon Civil War arc, for example, and absolutely brilliant.
We got some. So the Last Crusade. That's definitely on there. Captain America: Winter Soldier, Godfather 2.
Yeah, that's fair.
Those are all good. Yeah. I mean, I definitely say Winter Soldier is better than the first Captain America for sure.
Yeah.
No, but the first Captain America was a good movie, but Winter Soldier is a masterpiece.
Yeah, they were sleeper hits for me. I was going into the theater thinking, because I didn't like his mask originally. I was like, oh, what are they doing with that Captain America? But after seeing the movie, I was 100% sold, man. It was like I said, a sleeper hit for me.
Yep.
I should have wore a different
Dragon's
shirt,
cool.
Skinny arms. Everybody's gonna.
What do you say? Skinny arms.
Yeah, really bad. But my daughter bought me this cool Gremlin shirt for my birthday.
Bob, show him my arms. I think I beat him on the skinny arms front.
Someone send Sean some creatine.
Yeah, no kidding. Everybody's got to deal with something, right?
Yeah, I always get gypped about my arms and my legs. Look at my legs. Look at my little legs then. See my belly? All this pizza goes in there, and I've got little legs. I skip leg day.
That's awesome, man. But that Mando you got next to you is epic. I have a review of that on my channel, and I would say that's probably my favorite vintage collection that I've opened, the detail-wise, because he has weathering on him that really makes him a good exclusive.
Do you know the one I missed, which I'm really gutted about, that you cannot get over here? Because they launched it and then it sold out in like a day. And I think it was on Amazon, an Amazon exclusive, was the 6-inch Mando with... It's basically this one, but in 6-inch.
Oh, yeah.
And his helmet comes off. Yeah. Just cannot get that anywhere.
Yeah, that sucks. It really does.
I've got
See
all
that?
the other ones. I've got literally all of the other ones, but apart from that one.
See, I refused to buy that one simply because that was a Hasbro double dip. You know, because they released the figure and then they released it again and then made it the helmet removable with the pram. And I was like, dude, like you should have released that one first and then the solo figure second. So if people missed it and they wanted to add another figure, they could. Because then I'm spending $30 to buy a figure I already had.
I know. Could you imagine the money
Out of
they would
principle, I
make
didn't do it.
if they had a whole section of just the Mandalorian? They would all
Mm-hmm.
sell. You know. Well, I don't know what they're doing with their inventory, man. That is so weird to be empty all the time.
It is so weird, man. Especially with how all the pre-orders we did today are for the fall.
Mm-hmm.
They're all for September, October, November. So it's like you have all this time to build that up, and everyone that ordered from Pulse today, from the Pulse member event, should be the first people to get their figures. You know, whereas like you're 4-6 weeks later. So I think if they do a member event like this, part of that should be if you're a member, you should be guaranteed to get your figures like first or at least early.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Edgar? Thanks for stopping
Hello,
by.
Edgar. Hello, Edgar. I don't know Edgar. I've never met Edgar before. Nice to meet you, Edgar.
Yeah.
Hello, Edgar. Yeah, Apprentice Ewok says the face is atrocious too. I thought that was that was a rough face sculpt of Din Djarin for sure. He looked like he got like smushed in the face.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got the figure, and I actually think the pack is good. I know it got a lot of bad reviews, but I enjoyed it reviewing that.
Yeah, I totally would have bought it
if
it came out first.
Yeah. Oh, the face is atrocious. Yeah, nobody cares for that. But we do have somebody. Red Ranger Chris is looking for a Beskar Mando at a decent price.
I wonder how available that is in England. Let's have a look.
You got to keep looking and check Big Bad Toy Store and Amazon. They just go on and off there with that figure. It's just random. It was just on. I think there was a post either today or yesterday where it was up on Amazon for 24.
Yeah,
it's funny which ones linger, which ones come and go. So the Beskar one was pretty easy to get over here. The that one I just spoke about wasn't, and the other one that went and gone literally in a day. It's all the Amazon exclusives over here. Was the speeder bike one? That literally one day on Amazon. Never seen it since. Never seen it again. One day on Amazon.
It was here too. The speeder bike was just a day and it was gone.
And then the Mandalorian as well, and the Imperial Mandalorian. Those two have never seen them. Up for a couple of days and then gone. On all of the online retailers.
I think that was pretty similar here. They just sold out immediately. Well, and here that whole wave was a Walmart exclusive, so it was even worse.
Yeah, I'm currently looking every morning for Castle Grayskull, so I'm hoping that pops up.
John just bought that for $70. He found that in a store the other day.
Yeah, I'm waiting. It would cost too much to ship it, like have somebody find it and ship it. I bet it would be $50.
Have you got the vintage one?
No, well, I might in my parents' garage. I'd have to dig for it.
Yeah.
So I did find the figures, like I was showing a couple weeks ago. I've got a lot of vintage figures still. I think here's two random ones here. But let's see if you two can guess who that is.
It's where I've got him. It's Wereman or something like that.
No, that's Merman.
Merman.
You guys know who that is.
Yeah, that's Man at Arms.
Yeah, he's missing his armor.
And hasn't he got a mustache in the re-released version?
I do have the re-released version. Oh, he's way up there though.
I think you'll see he's got a mustache. Yeah. And he did have a mustache on the packaging, but never on the toy for some reason. In the vintage one. But yeah, they're cool figures.
Yeah, they are, man. I'm really stoked with those. Yeah. Oh, you know what else is cool is these troopers, man. These are way better when you open them. These things are just so sick. But
Is that
how
from the?
easy
Is
can
that?
they? Yeah.
See from Archive.
Yeah, but they can make this, you know, from The Mandalorian and have Bill Burr under there. Pretty
Yeah.
easy, huh?
For sure.
With a removable helmet.
Is that a Voltron you've got there or a Dinobot?
Yeah, no, that's Voltron. That's the
Okay.
Posh Palace Voltron from like 1982. I needed something to fit Grogu, and I was thinking maybe I'll have Grogu in the videos from now on, but I
Looks
kind of
good.
liked him on the floor better. But I'll figure it out.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks good.
Because I was inspired by a dude's nerdery, how he was in Zen, you know, fixing his display. And I was like, oh, I'm going to fix mine, finally try, but I think I made it look worse, you know, so I'll figure it out.
But you know what? That's part of the fun, man, is you just retool it. You know, you try something and then see what works and then you know, go back and do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I cannot wait to move house. That's going to be so much fun.
Oh, hey, does Cardiac Drop want to join? You can just jump and click that link in
Well,
Twitter.
I'm going to jump out in a minute. It's 2 hours 15
Yeah,
now.
All right,
It's quarter past
we'll
2.
wrap it up then.
Quarter past 2 in the morning over here.
Yeah, it looks like Josh ordered Castle Grayskull. I didn't know you can order it at a website. I'll probably do that. So thanks, Josh. Appreciate that. Mando disguised as a hover trooper. Yep. All right. So I think that's about it. So we'll wrap it up. And everybody here, yeah, feel free to subscribe to everybody's channel. I'll put links in the description below. And thanks again, and have a great weekend.
Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Have a great weekend.
See you, everyone. Bye.